Good to go?
Seeing how fat
Welcome
Stop
back
it next to my whale ass. You look like an infant.
Welcome back, guys, to the Obviously Complicated podcast. I am, as always, your host, Dave Borowski, and I'm here with your co-hosts, Anthony Moan and Stevie Schaefer.
Hey-o.
As usual, in case everybody doesn't watch the whole fucking long-ass podcast, let's go ahead and do our plugs at the start. I'll start. I'm doing a show tonight, which we won't be able to come to because this won't come out for another week or so. At Kelly's Irish Pub. We're going to take a halfway point, go do that, and come back and talk to you guys about how much I offended people. I also have Ben Williams and Friends at Shakespeare's Pub on the 16th of March. I have some other tentative spots in March too. I'll get more details as they come. You can find me here on YouTube at Dave Borowski and on Instagram at Dave Borowski. Also, on March 23rd, Saturday night at 11 p.m. at Roscoe's Comedy Club, not only I, but these two as well will be at my next No Offense show. They will both be doing featured spots like real boys and girls.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
yeah, we are.
Let people know where they can find you guys posting about it and whatever else you get spots.
So as always, my Instagram is my only real comedy account. It's Anthony Moan Comedy. That's Anthony M-O-N-E Comedy. And that's about my only outlet, but we're really psyched about the show. I'm fucking hyped. Roscoe's is dope. It's gonna be a damn good time.
It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna be doing a tattoo raffle and a merch giveaway. Killer lineup. It's gonna be sick. You can find me at Made for Stevie Movie on Instagram, and I will post about it there as well.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It was already a delightful cake. We're just putting a little different icing on it now, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're just sprinkling a little something.
No, that show's been doing really well for the club and for me and the comics that get put on it. It's been good. It's the first punk rock aesthetic DIY style comedy show in Austin, Texas, the capital for stand-up comedy in the wilds of the world.
Is that official yet?
Allegedly. What's up?
I think New York's still in the running, but more and more Austin's kind of taking over. So it's cool. It's good to be here, and it's good for all that stuff. I know that we had a couple things that we wanted to talk about on this pod. The first of which I think being censorship, right? And
I like that topic.
Problem with censorship and YouTube, the internet in general, comedy, how that's involved in that, and whatnot. So let's start with one of you guys. Let's hear some of your thoughts about the topic of censorship.
I'm just the person that struggles with it because I'm so blunt. Yeah. It's so hard for me to police myself. You know what I mean? It really is.
Yeah.
I try so hard sometimes. Like, I'm definitely that asshole that's like slipped in front of like thousands of children. Like, I'm pretty sure I even like let the Santa Claus out of the bag a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, dude. I'm like that guy that's like, I can't believe we believed in Santa. Like, while I'm cutting like a kid's hair or something. Like, psych.
Santa Claus isn't real. Spoiler.
Children don't watch this. Also, children should not watch
exactly.
this. If you're a child and you're watching this, go get your mom or your drunk dad. Let them watch it instead.
Yeah, heroin. Maybe your parents were into heroin. Maybe the show's even better for them. Coke. Coke at the lightest. Alcohol like this, they might not enjoy this. Like real hard drug addicts. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Got crack jokes.
No, I mean, I am very much on the censorship is ridiculous train.
It's kind of the enemy.
I think it's the enemy of free thought and free speech, and when people, especially like governments and you know large corporate entities, are telling you what you can and cannot say, even if it's from like an altruistic place. I think it's a lot of misplaced altruism. I think that the more you constrict people's ability to say and talk about whatever they want, the more that you kind of give a taboo to the things that maybe you shouldn't say. And it's like, you gotta figure that out on your own. I think you should be able to say whatever you want, whenever you want, in whatever situation, period. However, I do think that you should have to deal with the consequences of it. So, you know, if you're in a black part of town in a big city and you say the N-word, I think you should get your ass kicked, probably. You know what I mean? And that's what we call a teachable moment.
Get the Bill Clinton thumb, like a teachable moment.
That was an Obama. Thank you very much. But
the other sketchy Democrat, I'm so sorry. The other corrupt Epstein's Island visitor.
The other sketchy Democrat is there's a lot. They're all pretty much
Both sides are sketchy. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
But
politicians are sketchy.
Yeah. Like, why would you want that job?
General rule.
You're a sociopath? I don't know. Like,
I feel like that the presidential, like, and all the like major things should be given to people who are just like upstanding members of their community but don't necessarily want it. It's kind of like a draft, except now you have to just like figure out how to lead the country because we know that you're a good person and you've been doing good things, and like that's it.
yeah, I don't disagree.
What if middle class people could be in fucking politics? Imagine if your fucking local politician was like a union fucking like carpenter.
It used to
I feel
be
like
that
good
way.
things would get done, dude.
It used to be that way.
Yeah.
They would probably much more.
Like I want some fucking like rugged, like fucked up hands, like guy who's been through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To like make the rules, not some douchebag who's like mad about things that don't even affect him because he's just
Went
getting
to an Ivy
domed
League
out in
school,
his
comes from a
mansion.
family of politicians,
Yeah.
like
He's
he's
just-
completely disconnected.
He's like getting rim
Born
jobs from.
for it.
Yeah, he's just getting a rim job from a supermodel while he's like thinking of legislation. You know what I mean? Like your opinion doesn't count, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fucking
you're
asshole.
not a
Really
real
should.
person.
Like De Niro, for instance. I'm a big fan of Robert De Niro's movies, but he's always speaking out against political things. And it's like, bro, you have 600 mil. None of these laws even affect you.
Yeah.
You probably don't even know who the president is, and it doesn't fucking matter to you, bro. You can buy an island and just live on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no. I don't like. I don't even like it when comics do it, but I think comics have a little bit more of a place to talk about politics than like an actor. It's like you don't even write the shit.
Yeah.
You just turn into a person if you're good. Otherwise, you're just likable and have been passed through, you know, whatever layers of the skull and bones to be able to make that much money.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about. I think briefly we talked about Cat Williams last time, where you know he's just like, yeah, all these people are sucking each other's dicks for blackmail. Is that really, you know, like, should that be the criteria for being a movie star? You know,
I mean, I'll suck a dick for a good enough role. That's just me, though. I'm not saying that should be common practice. I'm just saying I'd do it. That's all.
or it should just be an open thing. Like, all right, in order to get this role, you're gonna have to blow a guy. No. So how bad do you want it? You know,
At least be upfront about it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like this creepy back, like, you know what I mean?
Don't trick him into it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just tell him, like, you know, dome or no role.
Well, even
You know what I mean?
even I don't know. There's some power dynamics I feel like there that are
Sketchy.
yeah,
at
maybe
best.
yeah.
Yeah, like, people shouldn't do that. I'm just sick, so I would do it. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. Like Harvey Weinstein, I'm sorry. All these corrupt sketchballs get them all twisted, especially when their names are similar and coincidentally Jewish.
Hey, total coincidence.
Coincidental.
No, what about you, Stevie?
What, how I feel about censorship?
Yeah.
So it's complicated, like most of my views on stuff. I think that freedom of speech is important. I think, you know, I agree with the fact that it is an unalienable right. However, the climate that we are in right now, I'm not talking about the political climate, but like the technological climate with like the internet and stuff. Like, you can say whatever you want and all that will, like, you can't just get beat up by the people who would justifiably beat you up for being an asshole. That's not how it works. It doesn't work. Even when other people try to come in and, like, the best that, like, the people can come up with basically is like doxing, which sucks most of the time and is done poorly most of the time. So I feel like there need to be, like, I feel like it's okay for there to be some, like, bare bones of guidelines. However, I think that that's also messed up because the people who are in charge, the people who have that power, I don't trust because they keep fucking firing their, they keep freaking firing their ethics.
Speaking of censorship,
They're ethics board members. If these companies and these governmental institutions and the people who were overseeing this were trustworthy and were held accountable to their constituents, their consumers, they're ethics board members, I feel like that would be a good place to start, a more functional place to start, and I feel like that's not how it is going. And in light of that, along with all of the stuff that actually is like inflammatory and hateful and like misinformation that maybe should get censored, or at least like for review kind of thing, maybe gets lumped in with other stuff that it shouldn't necessarily. But I think that is a problem within the system.
For, do you think?
Well, who should it be for, or who is it for? Or who, like, because really, you know, who it's for is for the people who are making money off of us, to get us to sway in a certain narrative, and then if they get called out on it, they're like, oh no, we didn't want that, and then we can do better on this.
But like, who should it be for? Like,
who should it be for? I think is people who are, well, I don't know, like kind of everybody. I'll give you some examples. In the sort of like times before Facebook was really getting censored too much, I had to just like watch a few people die on my feed. Like just no, like no warning, no nothing. I just like, you know, there's a video, it starts playing, and it's just like somebody fucking drowning. I didn't ask for that. I didn't want that. It just got through the stuff.
Isn't that indicative of like the human experience?
Well, yeah, but there's sort of like, it's like I feel like we're thinking about social media maybe a lot of on social and not a lot of on media, but it is media. It's things that you're getting fed into your face. Like if you're watching ABC or something and suddenly there's just like somebody getting their head chopped off on stage. That's not cool. That's not.
Why?
Because it's jarring, it's traumatic, it's unwarranted, it's unwarned of about, like, or at least this, you know, in this case.
So you support like trigger warnings and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't.
Potentially, but, because I've had my whole, like, that ruined my whole day. And it wasn't, you know, I was like trying to look for
probably
like,
worse for that person.
Well, yeah. Alright. I can just be, I'm done. I'm done. I can be done.
Cool. No, I want to hear what you're saying, but I feel like it. For instance,
like, yeah, obviously it's worse for the person that the traumatic thing is happening to, but I didn't fucking log into Facebook to see that shit. I logged into Facebook to see, like, maybe some puppies or, like, an interesting article from The Onion or something.
Quite
and,
the
like,
opposite.
maybe, like, what's going on with, like, one of my, like, high school people that I don't actually really talk to anymore, like, who's getting married today.
Maybe
like,
some bitch
I didn't want that. I didn't need that. And for me, like, I don't get specifically, like, traumatized by a lot of stuff, but some people do. And when they do, like, it could be worse than just ruining their whole day. It could make them relapse. It could make them kill themselves. It could incite them to, you know, some kind of hateful thing that they were just sitting on the back burner until it's like, here, this is validating what you're thinking right now. And that, I think, is not cool.
Okay, so here, let me ask you this. You know, we are in a very unique and short period in human history where you got to be like, oh, I don't want to see that. For most of human history, like, that shit was just happening on the streets and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. And I don't want to sound like, you know, like I'm an insensitive prick or anything, but I do think that to the extent of which that is becoming mandated, I think it is coddling people, and I think it is forcing people into safe little echo chambers where they don't actually get reality checks.
Well, the algorithms already do that, you know. Outside of any of this that we're talking about, that's what the algorithms do.
Well, I don't particularly think that that's maybe awesome either.
Right. But that's happening regardless of the censorship. That's the way the algorithm funnels people into groups that they think are alike, that are going to interact the most and spend the most time on the apps. That's what they do. That's how they do it.
Right.
So I don't think that, like, censorship or lack of it is creating that, because the algorithm's just already doing that.
And it's hard to talk about those two things separately. Excuse me. anymore at least, which is very interesting and strange. You remember back in the 90s, you could pick up whatever fucking video you got at the video store, and maybe there was, gore in there that you were like, whoa, that was fucked up. But you weren't, there was no algorithm to push you to that. You had to choose whatever VHS you picked up. You know what I mean?
True.
So now with like the algorithm specifically trying to like figure out what group you fit into, I don't know. Like it's a problem. I think all of it is. I think it's maybe advancing faster than we're evolutionarily ready for, if that makes sense.
Sure.
But I'm not saying get rid of all trigger warnings and just tough it up, rub some dirt on it. I think a little bit of that is fine, especially when it's art. Like when somebody makes art about like self-harm or whatever. Like having to have like this 3-minute trigger warning before it, I think might take away from the piece.
What if it wasn't a 3-minute trigger warning? What if it was just like, hey?
But then
this
also,
might be...
does it spoil the art? Because you have
maybe.
to warn what that.
But if you want to see uncensored art, like go to an art gallery. Go to some, like if you really want to see like you were talking about, like people saying stuff in the street or whatever. Like go to a museum.
But what if it's a digital piece of art? Art, isn't that why there is a rating system to movies and stuff? Should there just be like a rating system to online content?
Maybe. Might not be the worst idea. I think it would be hard to enforce because we're having enough trouble as it is already, but
yeah,
maybe some kind of organization YouTube, but, of it.
Comics, say a couple of
I mean, there's messed up. I don't know if you've ever watched the videos that, I don't know, this kind of gets into a whole other thing, but like videos that are designed, that are pushed in the algorithms for kids to watch. If you ever actually watch any of those, some of them are kind of messed up. They're suggestive. They're weird. Mm-hmm. Some of them are like sort of subtly like sexual or racist or like all of these things or like obviously would engender some kind of like response that's not great in a child, and you can just see that.
Yeah, well,
and that's like too. The like entities that are pumping those things out are content generators. Mm-hmm. They're not even like, I mean, they're like YouTube video mills. Well, they're not, and that's like that. Even that's hard to censor.
Well, that's.
But I don't think necessarily the kids should be watching that kind of shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at Nickelodeon in the 90s. Jesus Christ.
Ren and Stimpy stayed high, dude.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers stayed high.
And they did like graphic violence and physical abuse and like
Beavis and Butthead just like smash fucking frogs with bats. Well, that was more of an adult cartoon though.
Yeah, it was on MTV, not Nickelodeon. But and I mean that's a weird thing about Disney for how many years has put weird subliminal messages. Like
in the Mermaid, there's like cock towers in the background. You see that? This tower shaped exactly like circumcised cocks.
Yeah,
they could have made him uncircumcised, but they chose circumcised.
When he's like on the balcony trying to get the tiger to leave him alone, he whispers, "Good teenagers take off their clothes." Like real under there's a bunch of weird shit like this that's. And like that, so that's the kind of stuff that is obviously nefarious and obviously like subliminal messaging versus but people will throw like a comic podcast where you do like an Asian voice into the same category and be like
that's another thing I feel like is probably good to try to stratify and suss out like what is hate speech, what kind of hate, like what degree.
Yeah, but who
I feel like there's categories
of all those things too.
Ethics boards is the idea,
right?
But
also
nobody's listening to them. They're supposed to be.
Might sound like a really fucking antiquated view of it, but like parents should probably be the ones.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not even always with children. Like, you remember all the like Russian ads and shit, all that like stuff that was all over Facebook, like the misinformation, like for the election and stuff? No?
Oh, you mean the bullshit that was not actually Russian nonsense?
A lot of it was.
We might be getting in strained waters here,
Okay.
but the whole like the Russian bots were farming for Donald Trump it's been proven that it was actually a complete hoax that was created by the Clinton campaign.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That never happened. It's 100% documented now that that was a complete propaganda thrust from Hillary Clinton's campaign.
Damn, that evil bitch.
Yeah,
That evil
she's an evil
fucking
cunt,
bitch, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, where are the emails? Anyway, not that I think that Donald Trump should be the president. Because fuck that guy too. Although very funny president in general. But yeah, I mean like the level of that shit being just completely like misinformation. Who's in control of figuring out what misinformation is?
True.
Two sides of the same coin of bullshit corruption. I don't know.
Well, the idea of an ethics board, what it's supposed to be, is like people who are educated in ethics, which I don't know if you've ever taken an ethics class, but it is not biased. It is one of my favorite classes that I took in college. Okay, fucking, why ask me then? Goddamn, just go on. Go the fuck on. Go on.
I don't know.
Go on. I'm done.
Cool. This is turning out to be fun so far.
So today on Dr. Phil. No, I'm just kidding.
Goddamn.
I can't play the devil's advocate. Jesus.
In the middle of my sentence? Yeah, go ahead. I'm just, I'm done.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for the Opposite Complicated podcast. That's our time for the day. Do you have some other shit that you wanted to talk about?
I put it on there for you.
It's got so heated. Also, I'm not your dad, Like, just because I'm asking questions about stuff doesn't mean that I'm not listening to you or hearing your perspective.
Okay. Thank you.
Vocab of the week. Has there been a word you didn't recognize so far?
It's too many to count, man. I know we got a lot of time in this pod, but I don't know if we have that much time. You dropped a couple, but it's just they're words I don't know, so I don't even know if I could recite them properly at this point. For the viewers who don't know, my vocab's not great. It's not great. We try our best.
Hey, you pulled out topography earlier.
Hey, dropped the topography on us.
I think you give me a little too much credit for the topography. I think it's pretty.
It's a good word. That's all I'm saying.
They covered it in school. A lot of the shit you guys say is like a different level. You know what I mean? But I'm learning, and it's been good.
Let's see, you got a good one? I got a few in the wings.
Throw it out.
Mercurial.
Is that something made up of mercury? Is it an item made up of mercury?
Maybe the secondary definition. I don't know.
Made of a chunk of mercury that made up an item. Did I nail it or no?
So mercurial is.
Is it a black dude's name?
No, that's a really cool rapper name, actually. But no, it's somebody who changes their mind a lot. They're flighty.
That's pretty much what I said, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
No, it's not. It's not what I said about it. It's nowhere near what I said. You're so nice, Stevie. I was so far off.
Okay, a person subject to sudden changes of mood or behavior.
Okay.
It's because of Mercury, the ancient Roman god of commerce and messengers, named after the Roman god. I don't know why. I guess maybe he was mercurial.
Yeah, he was moody.
Yeah.
But all of those fucks were. You know what I mean?
It may also be interested.
They're kind of cunty back those dudes.
Influenced by the planet itself, because it's got a close orbit, so it changes.
So it does have to do with the planet Mercury?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, I kind of fucking nailed it, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all of the Greek and Roman gods that were named after the planets, they, had, sort of romantic, religious overtones, but scientifically,
some
the gravity pull
characteristics that
does
were-
actually affect things. I mean, like the moon affects periods. How weird is that? Like
Yeah, you don't want to moon somebody when you're on your period. You definitely don't want to moon someone when you're on your period.
moon.
Definitely not.
But no, it's a real thing. Like gravitational pulls have a very specific scientific effect on people, and even though we don't realize it.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I've definitely
that's
heard the
mostly
full moon thing.
that's not been studied as much as I would like it to be, because I think that of all of the like astrological stuff, the one that I would be the most quick to believe that there's something going on is with the moon, because it's a planetary body, it's right there, and we know that it affects the way animals mate, like it affects tides, like these big, huge things, and if we didn't have it, everything would be different and fucked up.
Yeah. Well, if Blood wants to come hang out, he's fine.
I didn't know about the fucking thing. Animals fuck different when the moon is different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's like less romantic if it's not a full moon. the lady creatures aren't in the mood as much.
Well, no, literally, it affects like fertility cycles.
I didn't know that. Fuck, it's so informative.
I mean, the moon is the reason why we have tides in the ocean.
I knew that.
We're 70% water.
Yeah.
So why would you think it wouldn't affect humans? We're mostly water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the
Does it
planet is water
affect
too.
so do like ponds and shit have tides too? Just like a little bit.
Maybe,
Small
yeah.
amounts.
I think you're
Small
right.
amounts.
You hardly see it because it's so far from the source, but I think you're right.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much of a gravitational
Well, yeah, obviously
weight
the
to it because
ocean.
it's not as huge
Right.
as the ocean, but yeah, you can see tides will rise and fall in ponds and stuff too.
So I lived in upstate New York, like I told you guys, and I lived by the Hudson River, like wicked far from New York City though. Like New York City is obviously where the Hudson meets.
Wicked far.
Wicked far. Oh my god. But I was still 3 hours north of the city, and we'd still see some of the tide. Like you'd go to you drive past the Hudson River in like Albany, New York, and it would just be way lower. It's pretty interesting. Then all the bodies and like syringes and shit like come up. It's usually where they find rusty syringes and dead hookers.
Yeah. Thank God we have you on the pod, man. This would just be me and Stevie arguing. If it wasn't the case.
I'm Italian, dude. I'm good at arguing as well, so we can fucking get into it. No, I'm just kidding.
Fight me. No, the one thing that I said earlier that I thought would be cool as a vocab word is altruism.
Altruism.
Altruism? What did I say?
Altruism?
Did I pronounce it weird?
Yeah.
Is that a northeastern thing, or am I just stupid?
Is that what? Wait,
I sort of think they're the same thing.
is that when archers commit terrorism? Did I nail it?
No, I think
Altruism?
Fuck! Now I got my tongue all tied up.
You said it right a couple times earlier, and then you said it weird.
Altruistic.
There it is.
Altruism.
I
No,
it's
I don't know
lost
what
it
that
again.
means.
Altruism.
There it is.
There it is. Fuck. Sometimes I'm dumb too. So no, that's like people saying like, hey, we need to like control the behavior of these people because they're hurting themselves.
No, that's not the
And,
definition
like-
of altruism. That's not the definition of altruism.
It's like from good intention, but
Jesus
it
Christ.
like plays out, I think, in very nefarious ways.
The belief or practice of selfless concern for the well-being of others.
Okay, so when I say misplaced altruism, that's what I mean.
Okay.
So like
I
they're
thought
like,
you were just
oh,
trying to teach him this word wrong, and I had to step in. Sorry.
No, I forgot to add the misplaced part. But yeah, so like that's the idea. Like these poor schlubs don't know what they're doing. They're hurting themselves. Someone needs to care for them and make sure that they're safe and kept. And I think a lot of people get into government and have that be the reason why they, well, maybe not anymore, but ideally you'd want those kind of people in charge. However, I don't think that you should really like do that to people too much, because you remove their ability to actively figure their shit out on their own.
Yeah, pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. Gotta let them do that.
Well, also like fucking taxing them into poverty is not great either. And then because they don't know what to do with their money, so we gotta take it over here. And
I feel like that needs another word.
what?
that like phenomena that you're talking about, because that's not.
Well, that's the guise that they're putting forth is like, oh no, we know what to do because we're the government, so we're gonna go ahead and take your resources and use it for what everyone needs because you just left to yourself.
Right,
won't
like
do it.
nanny government. Okay.
But you know, and I think that a lot of major like human freedoms have been destroyed or are at least under attack, or you know, are attempted to be destroyed, to circle all the way back to censorship, based on this like, oh no, like, but what if it hurts somebody's feelings? What if it offends somebody? What if it upsets someone? Then no one should be allowed to do that. It could potentially come from a well-meaning place, but is it actually achieving that goal, or is it just removing freedoms from people? You know?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, you managed to talk about that again. That's pretty cool.
I'm done.
You give me a beer, baby. I'm just making fun of you. Come on. I'm just trying to teach Anthony a new word.
I'm still having fun. If it makes you guys feel any better, dude, I don't care if you guys are having a little thing. I still fucking love the shit out of you guys, and I'm still having fun, dude. You know
You
what I mean?
want a gin and tonic?
Who, me?
I don't want you to have to stop and make a drink mid-podcast.
I'm gonna pee anyway. Teach me another word.
Okay.
Just learn another word.
Vocab Corner with Anthony Mom.
What do you
I
got?
like this segment, by the way. This is very
Dave's enjoying this segment. That's good. There's a lot of them that I don't know. You know what I just recently learned? Like
What?
maybe like a year
Oh
ago?
yeah, you tell me.
This is a recent one that I've learned that you
Okay.
definitely know. It's just slow folks like myself or so. I didn't know what philanthropic meant until like a year ago.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a doozy, a lot
Yeah.
of syllables, but it's pretty straightforward. You know what I mean? It's not really as intense. It sounds a lot more intense than it is.
Yeah.
It's just someone who like likes charity work.
That's yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't know why you can't just say that. There's motherfuckers that just. It's like the same people.
Because
That,
there's words for it. There's a way it's
true.
It's easier, and don't you feel cool?
I'm just old
Don't
school,
you feel
I think.
cooler now that you know the
I
word
guess.
philanthropic? You
I-
can pull it out. You never know when you might need it.
you know what one kind of irritates me?
What?
Gentrified.
What?
Why can't people just be like, man, there's a lot of new buildings here? You know what I mean? Man, look at all these new buildings. They have to be like, oh, it's been so gentrified here. I have to like look that up. All they have to do is just be like, man, there's new buildings here. This is fantastic. Or how
I
about
feel
this?
like part of the idea is that it like pushes that old like communities out of like the poorer communities out.
Yeah.
Which maybe that just always happens with new buildings. So maybe you're right now.
I don't know, actually. Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. I'm not sure. This is all new to me. So you gotta,
What was
you
the
gotta-
other thing you were going to say?
Charcuterie. Fuck everybody that calls it charcuterie.
What?
It's fucking meat and cheese on a
It's
piece of
such
wood,
a
dog.
fun word. It's a French
But if
word.
you ever had somebody text you this, I'm preparing charcuterie. And if you just want to murder him with a fucking...
I want to eat their. So if somebody's like, I'm gonna make you a meat and cheese board. I'm like, okay, what is that? Like some hot dogs and Slim Jims, some Kraft singles cut up into slices.
Dude, that sounds like a
you know,
party. Why are you trying to sell me, Stevie?
So
What'd you say?
that's just called, you know, like food for kids in the north. You know,
Yeah?
in the south, I guess that could be a meat and cheese board. But
Yeah, true. In the South, it's like Spam. It's like Spam and sardines. We put Spam and sardines on a 2x4. Just the hillbilly fucking charcuterie.
This wood is not safe to eat off of. Don't let that food stay on there too long.
But I don't know. I just, you know, I'm chopping up meat. Or like, man, there's new buildings here. This is crazy. That's more my style.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I'm an old school. I'm an old soul.
I don't know. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's all. I don't like I judge people.
I used to read the dictionary. Actually, most recently, it was probably like last year when I had bronchitis. I'll read the dictionary for fun.
I mean, that's just because you're smart. I think it's a smart people thing to do.
I don't know. It might be a little more neurotic than smart, but like I'll pick a letter. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna get through all the K's today, or whatever. Actually, last one took me a couple days.
Yeah.
But it's it's a lot of words. I'm not even reading. I'm reading an old ass dictionary, so there's probably some stuff in there that,
Yeah, just,
or some stuff not in there that would be in there now.
I just think it's like intelligence versus. I don't want to say morons like talk, but I'm just like I don't know. I'm kind of dumb. Like you had bronchitis, you were like, let me learn. I had bronchitis. I'm like, let me jerk off and smoke weed, and so hopefully that helps. I think it's
Smoking weed definitely does not help bronchitis.
No, definitely not. So I'm just
Jerking off?
coughing.
I don't know. Jerking
So I'm
off.
just coughing and jerking off. None of it helped. It all made it worse. You know?
I don't think reading the dictionary helped either.
No? You
I mean-
learned some new shit.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know if I remember any of those K words that I learned.
Well, they're just throwing random. Well, you know, I feel like they're fucking up the dictionary because they're just throwing random shit in there now, dude. Riz is in the dictionary. Should we all kill each other?
That's
or no?
interesting.
Should we all kill ourselves? Riz is in the
I was
dictionary.
gonna say this could be a transition maybe to
I
another
don't even know
topic.
what the fuck
like
Riz means.
Yeah, thankfully.
The idea of
Thankfully, there's people that don't know what it means.
if you're gonna make yourself one, I would take one.
Can't win, guys. Can't win.
The rivalry continues.
I'm just kidding. I just got jealous because you walked by and it smelled good.
Oh my god, is your own background to your phone?
No, it's not me.
You doing comedy?
No, it's a different Italian guy who looks just like me.
Is
Way
your
bigger than
own
him.
This is
background
complicated.
to your own phone?
It's a mental thing. Can I tell you why?
Okay, I'm here for it.
'Cause
I'm
for the
just
viewers,
think
they're
it's
like-
immediately hilarious.
Well, I get it. And for the viewers, like, well, that guy's a douche. But hear me out.
Yeah, well.
My thing is, especially because I've only been in comedy for 2 years, is I try to keep it on my mind at all times.
That's fair.
So I have it on my phone. I put sometimes, like, even not to creep you guys out, say I'm stroking it, I'll put a fucking comedy podcast in the background. It's constantly comedy stuff. My
He's
fucking
doing sex magic. He doesn't even know.
it's really just Mark Norman shirtless. That's what I'm jerking off to. Like, oh, comedy.
Hey, yeah.
Queef. I'm gay. Comedy. That's all the things he says, pretty much. In case you're wondering where I was going with that.
And he says the blacks sometimes.
Unfortunately, you know.
Yo, chill.
But so I try to keep comedy pretty much my focus at all times. So I'll have that as a background. So every time when I open my phone, I think about that set or times I've done comedy. Even you guys have seen my apartment. When you know there is
records of comics up everywhere.
when there isn't dildos blocking your view, you know what I mean? If you move the huge black dildos, you'll be able to see all the comedy stuff on the walls. I got, like you said, I got vinyls and
prior
posters.
Yeah.
Think
Your pictures in the
Carlin.
bathroom made me laugh really hard.
Yes, even that. You fucking don't miss a trick. Even in the bathroom. In my bathroom, I have pictures of that scene from Dumb and Dumber where that guy's like shitting his brains out. His like legs are up like this, and he's like shitting in that girl's toilet, Mary Swanson's toilet. And the other one,
Bridesmaids.
Yes.
What's her face?
Molly is it? No, she's from Mike and Molly, but she's
I don't know.
The big
overweight
girl,
Irish
really
gal.
funny, yeah,
Huge
she's
overweight
hilarious.
Irish
I
gal.
can't remember.
That one.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy,
It's when Melissa
yeah.
McCarthy's pooping in the sink in Bridesmaids. For those of you who haven't seen, so while I'm pooping, that's the shit I'm looking at. So I'm even thinking comedy while I'm pooping, folks. Like that's.
I mean, I
next
constantly
level.
think comedy when I'm taking a poop. Poop is like my whole. I love that.
I mean, if you don't love it, I question you. You know what I mean?
Just poop. It's such a cute, funny little word.
I knew we were friends when we all farted around each other like, right away. There's no grace period. I think I
Yeah,
saw.
last podcast we like cemented the friendship.
Yeah. She walked past me, folks. You remember from the last pod, she walked past me to crop dust him and then come back.
Yeah.
So I was just like right in the middle of it. I got the first
Oh,
whiff,
yeah.
I think.
Sorry.
Too. No, it's okay. That's how I knew.
You're welcome. I don't know.
That's how I
Pretty
knew
sure
you were a
got
real
the first
one.
whiff was intended for me.
That's how Italians judge you. You're like, she fucking farts all right, this kid. I like her. She's a good father.
I'm just sort of I usually sort of think it's a little bit eye rolling when people are like, "Oh, I was born in the wrong era." Like I should have been in the 70s or whatever. I'm just sad that I missed out on like when being a flatulist was a career, like a valid career path. There's like a sub genre
good old days
of comedy.
Yeah.
You just go on. I don't know how long how long do you think their sets were? How long can you?
Depends how good you are. Depends how good you are, dude. The greats, they'd be up there for hours just doing
I don't remember what Jackass it was, but there was a Jackass where they had a flatulist.
They still exist, I guess.
Thank
Alright.
God.
And they like had him like shoot like blow darts with his butt at like the members of Jackass.
Maybe I didn't miss it. That sounds a little
And-
more intense.
And this guy doesn't have a Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah, hobby
Why?
flatulence.
Like, why does this guy have medals and shit?
I don't know. He got on fucking Jackass.
It's just
So
like a little silver butt with the ribbon.
I mean, there are Instagram or TikTok or whatever accounts where it's just a dude farting.
Oh yeah, I showed you one of those.
The way God intended.
Dude, I
God
mean,
intended, dude.
Paul, shout out
shit's
to
funny.
Paul Flart.
Is that a guy that farts?
Yeah, it's a guy that farts.
Get the fuck out of
I'll
here.
send it to you later. It's
You
pretty
guys have
dope.
fucking shown me the way, man, on more than one occasion. I don't even know
He
about
only shows. It's so funny. He's like maybe a little older than us. Like maybe a little. I don't know. Whatever. He looks a little raggedy, but you know he farts real good. But he only shows.
Guys,
He
only-
shows himself from like the neck up, and it'll just be like. and just crazy stuff going on.
He likes to leave a little something to the imagination.
Yeah.
You got to respect that. He doesn't want you to see
There's
the.
a dude that it was just him in like a white beater and brown like sweatpants and gray sweatpants, and not in the sexy way, which is a weird thing that's hot apparently. But and like you'd never see his face. It was always just like framed, and it's his butt and like part of his body, and like he just plays music through his butthole. It's fucking incredible.
Look out, Mozart. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? This is Mozart's fart.
What is
that
fucking like electronic saxophone that Jack Black vibraphone?
No, that's a one of these ones.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called, but the one it looks like it's got a little mouth on it that you can go like knack, 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 and it's got a little slide and it's like all like silicone rubber and shit. Yeah.
What
I know
if a
what you're talking
dude
about. I want
played that with
one
his
of
butt?
I think that we could like have world peace.
We should.
That's the answer to all the stuff that we were arguing about and not necessarily seeing eye to eye on.
Yeah,
in the
that's
previous section of the podcast.
That's how they squashed their beef. They talked about farts. Now we're good.
With
Yeah.
beef, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, there it is. All right.
That's the real the way to solve our problems, folks. Like if Israel and Palestine just farted together more, dude, that's really their problem. If they could get together, just break ass
and stop.
Good times.
Stop. Like bombing civilians. That's probably not.
Yeah, more farts, less bombs. That's what we need to be protesting in the Middle East, right? More farts,
Stink
less
bombs only.
Yeah, stink bombs only.
More
Stink
ass bombs, less actual bombs.
No, I'm 1,000% on board with the idea of like bringing world peace from just everyone creating a fart video.
Well, picture it though, because you know some of these countries are going to be.
It's never gonna get old, right? So if everyone makes a fart video of themselves and all of their animals and like and anyone they're around, like, and then we all just like watch each other's fart videos and enjoy it together.
This is how I picture it. There's gonna be some countries that think it's a dumb idea, right? They're gonna be like, we can't all get together and just fart. That's so stupid. But once they get there, and the farts start flying, and you just have like countries that like hate each other just laughing together. Tell me that would be
could
fucking.
have a luncheon with a buffet of all of
Just
the fartiest foods from every country.
Yes.
Beans,
Fruit
beer,
and beans,
Sauerkraut,
broccoli,
yeah,
cauliflower.
asparagus.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to go
Anything
more like
spicy.
cultural dishes, but
Pate
like tacos,
for the
peppers.
French.
yeah,
Just
Yeah.
jalapenos raw.
Yeah.
Jalapenos raw for
sausages. all sorts. I mean, it would
South
be
America.
delicious.
I was
And
like-
then you couldn't like the ones who are a little shy from the countries that are a little more shy. Just give them some time. Because they'll they got
Strictly-
they got the butt mic's already set up, so you can't.
Oh my god.
You're hearing it either way, dude. You're hearing it either way.
But mics.
Each contestant needs to boof a mic. Each contestant needs to put one of those small clip-on mics in their anus before the contest starts.
You take the clip off. They take the clip off the lapel mic, but everyone's just got a lapel
I don't even
mic.
know if that would. I
I
feel
don't
like
know
that
if
would
it
mess
would
with the acoustics.
You know
Yeah.
what? It's the sphincter itself that makes for the acoustics. So you got
Yeah.
a point there. Wouldn't get to the vocal point of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're getting to it before it gets to
You
its
just gotta have
most
like you know
vocally
those chairs
pleasant.
that have holes in the back of them. You just mount one like right.
We're 40 minutes into the podcast and we're already talking about sphincters.
What else? Is there a better topic to talk about? I mean, I don't see what's weird about
Sphincter is
that.
a good word.
It's an excellent word. I'm proud. That's one of my most proud words I am. Seriously, dude. Holy fuck. That and cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
Got that one close.
It sounds cool.
It sounds like a sauce.
Yeah,
Cunnilingus?
I would eat that, dude.
Would you guys? Can I offer you some fresh cunnilingus over bread?
Yes.
And then somebody's like, I prefer it aged a little bit. I don't like
Sorry.
the fresh.
Yes.
I don't like the fresh cunnilingus. I like mine aged, like a fine wine.
That's fucking incredible. Hell yeah.
Most people
God.
probably don't know what that
Put
means.
that shit on everything.
Hell yeah.
I bet you a lot of people don't know what cunnilingus means anymore. It's an outdated word.
I feel like everyone knows
It's kind
all
of
of
a
the
dirty
sex
word,
terms.
though. Like fellatio.
Yeah.
Fellatio sounds like a fancy Italian
It
guy.
does. It
Oh,
like
that's
Fabio
Antonio Felicio.
Oh, Felicio's in here. It's always a good time when he comes over. Fucking Felicio. He never lets you
It
down.
was Catalinga sauce.
Hey, Carlinhos, you here too? This is gonna be a good time.
Maybe it's like the most beautiful woman in all of like that small Italian clown, like town or whatever. Clown. Hey, it's for you. Say Maria Felicio. Oh, everyone's hearts get warm when they see a Maria Felicio.
She put a smile on your face that you never forget. And she put a smile on your face you remember for the rest of your life. Oh, Italians sound so dumb. They do. They sound so dumb. I can say it. I'm one of them. Just put an A on the end of every word. Like, aua, you are doing. You're like, is this guy retarded or Italian? I'm not sure which one it is, but it's got to be one or the other. Oh my god, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Woo!
Oh man,
God.
you got I don't know what it is about you, fucking Anthony, man. You just find the giggle button on me.
Well, it's just because I'm truly still a child. I'm serious. That's what it is. I don't mean that negatively. I think like a lot of times people that are, I think part of you guys.
You ain't lost your whimsy yet.
That's it. Or my virginity. Or my virginity. Get me. A lot of things I still gotta lose, dude. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Lose.
I'm fucked.
I mean, you know.
Your innocence.
I'm fucked, believe it or not. Nobody believes me, but I'm fucked.
I never really had innocence, man. Yeah, it could get dark at any second.
You never know.
You know, you got whimsy though.
I do have whimsy still.
I think that innocence is something that should be maybe like preserved how we can in a way that's like healthy and good in children. But I think that people think about it like people who've been traumatized think about it like virginity a little bit, where it's like this thing that like was supposed to be really important that like maybe you didn't lose by your choosing and now it's just gone.
I didn't lose
like
my innocence or virginity by my choosing.
That's what I'm saying is I think that people.
You're a character, dude.
Oh man. No, like the thing is like I remember before it took me a while to like therapy and hard work. But I do remember shit before like being fucked up as a kid. Or just fucked. That's probably the easier way to say it. But I was like a weird kid even before that. Oh, we were talking about childhood is another thing we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Cool.
Segway. Motherfucking segway.
It happened naturally. Oh.
Can't beat it. Can't fucking beat a natural seg.
No, I was a fucking weird kid, man. Even before that, I would like... I don't know, maybe I was no weirder than any other kid before that shit happened to me, but like I would, catch mice and like hide them in my dad's shoes and stuff.
I mean, that's just good whimsical fun. I
like wanted to know more about the devil in the Bible when my parents would read us the Bible as a kid, and like I remember being very little, like before anything fucked up happened to me. But that I can remember, outside of circumcision, you know what I mean? I don't remember that happening. But, I would do weird I pull pranks, do pranky boys, and then do weird shit. So I think even before, like trauma and stuff happened to me, I was kind of already like this. And then maybe it just reinforced or doubled down or whatever.
Yeah.
Excuse. Yeah, I don't know. After it happened, I got scary. I became a scary kid after that shit happened.
But it makes sense, like, a lot of the stuff that you're talking about that you just were like, I feel like, I don't know, I have this, it's not my theory or anything, but there's basically like, people grow and change, but I think that there are a lot of core things that people end up coming back to when they're adults that where you it's not a novel concept like the inner child, but I feel like a lot of people think of that as like this little like wounded person that all this bad stuff happened to, and you have to like heal them and nurture them and stuff. But there's another idea about it where it's also like this is a place where wonderment and like joy and like unbridled things were also there. It wasn't all just like what happened to this little child that like became the trauma that became you. It's like you also had, like when I was a little kid, I had an incredibly good imagination. My internal world was very rich. My external world was mostly like kind of boring. I had a couple of neighborhood kids and I would run around outside. But the rest of it was all like internal. I had big ideas, and that's something that's like that I still have. I still have that in me.
Yeah.
That's not like a wounded inner child or an inner child that I have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, like here you go. Like that work is important too, but like there's other like that joyful stuff, or like the you know, I really liked learning with my dad. He would teach me how to, you know, like put together steps on a deck, or like fix a toilet, or like how to track.
You really like fixing toilets.
I like them not being broken, and usually it's a pretty easy fix. Like, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just acknowledging it.
Do really early.
I'm just acknowledging like, you really like fixing toilets.
And
you're like, hey,
like,
I'm good at it.
It's a skill, and it's one of those that I got when I had that like sort of innocence. Like I can do anything, I can fix, I can be capable, I can whatever. I didn't have any like ideas of limitations on myself at the time. So those specific skills are probably extra nostalgic for me because like I have those good feelings about them, even though they're, you know, pretty basic and stuff that most people could learn how to do pretty easily.
Yeah. Speaking of toilets, have you guys ever upper deckered?
Yes.
Have you?
No.
Yes.
Not to take a weird turn on it, but I always wanted to. I never got to. You've upper deckered
Several times.
Oh, get the fuck out. He's even more of a legend than we thought, folks. Get out of here.
Get out of here. No, I just was a shitty teenager. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, man.
I didn't think you were going to say yes.
I used to do that shit and then promptly quit my job. Like,
that's awesome. You're like, fuck you, Arby's.
Yeah, yes, yeah, that's exactly where the first time I did it.
Get
Yeah, it was the very first time I did it. Was fucking Arby's.
I guessed it was an Arby's.
Yeah, and then I stood on the counter and announced to everyone that I was gonna leave, and I had told everyone to go fuck themselves except for my buddy Andrew Knestad, who was the.
You did the half-baked? You're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool.
Yes.
Fuck you, fuck you.
I was like, we're gonna get stoned after this, but I'm quitting right now. And thankfully he wasn't the person that had to deal with the upper decking. But
no shit.
Yeah, I've done it several times. I did it in the private bathroom of my probation officer when I was 19 years old.
You're talking about it so calmly, dude. Like it was fucking. It's like your forte. You're like, yeah, I've dabbled in the upper decker industry.
Dude, what? How? It was a 2 podcasts ago. I told you I took a shit in front of my teacher's fucking door.
That was his place.
I mean, teachers have it coming after.
She did.
I shit out a guy's windshield one time. We got off on a weird.
That's pretty fucking incredible.
We talked about this.
We did, yeah. We talked about that, and we talked.
We're looping back to poop. We're just looping back.
Shit gets me excited. I get hyped up when it comes to excrement. That's my bad. Fecal matter gets me hyped.
I don't understand that particular fetish.
Well, just like talking about it.
It's involving it into sex. Yeah, I don't get that.
Like
either.
Actually, yeah, like maybe incidentally gross. Here and there, yeah, like not being weird about it.
I mean, like cool. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, but like
I just don't personally get it. There's a lot of fetishes that I don't have where I'm like, okay, but I could see
like
why
feet things I kind of get a little,
yeah,
but I don't have it.
Like,
but I don't know. Like poop doesn't scare me. I like butt stuff quite a bit, but like it doesn't scare me. But I'm not like.
It not scaring you from it's different from being like shit in my mouth.
Yeah,
that's like, different, dude. Yeah,
dude, there's fucking gimps that get off on like getting out and causing havoc that like crawl into septic tanks and like play around with it and masturbate. And
whoa!
Shit. Yeah, dude.
I thought poops were funny, dude.
I've seen videos of this shit.
No way.
And they like put a GoPro down and then like they're in a gimp suit and they just like slosh around in the septic and they get off to it and then they post it and they get off to it being posted. And it's
no way.
Ooh, what?
Wow.
That's wild.
That's a different.
Dude.
That's a
That's
different
a wild different level.
kind of person.
Or like there's videos of like somebody who's like taking a septic tank out of a property and like while like there's construction crews not around, like some dirty little crust punk will like pop the cork on the septic tank and just fucking splash around in it and
See, that's
fucking
different, man.
touch
That's wild.
themselves and stuff.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
I don't get it either,
Did
but
you-
like
It's gotta be a
that's a fucking real
well,
thing.
It is.
When the podcast gets more
Probably.
produced, I'll show this stuff to you guys.
No, thank you. That's okay. That's really
I'll make you
alright.
guys watch
No,
it.
I don't want to.
Oh,
We're-
I don't want to.
This pod's eventually going to just become 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah.
Where
That's
these,
like what he's
these two are
angling
just
for.
shitting on me. I'm sitting here. They're just
You're
shitting
the
on-
cup?
I'm just sitting there getting pooped on. Poop's just flooding down me. I'm just like, what are you going to do?
This is okay for some reason.
For love of the pod, folks. I'll do
I
whatever
don't know.
it takes.
I really enjoy showing people upsetting stuff that maybe I'm not particularly into.
Well,
but it's
disgust is
The reaction, right?
I don't know.
People's reaction. I get like that too sometimes. Yeah, I do.
Can I
Oh,
make
man.
a dorky tie-in that sort of goes to childhood, maybe a little bit?
Sure,
Because
yeah.
he hasn't really talked about his much.
Hmm?
I don't know how you're going to take this transition, but disgust is largely a learned emotion, so far as we can tell from how we have studied with children.
Interesting.
We have to basically even poop, and that was the one that you made me think of. We basically being grossed out by poop is a thing that they learn over time. Because when a baby is like little bitty, they'll stick their fist in there, they'll rub it on their hair, they rub it
Dogs
in their face.
roll around
They
in
don't
it.
care.
Dogs will eat it sometimes.
And we are like, ew, no, stop, that's gross. Oh my god.
Maybe that's why these fucking dudes get off on it, because it's like animalistic or something.
Maybe,
forbidden.
and it might be like a sort of
It's
important
mostly
thing
dudes.
for
It's
like a
mostly
baby.
fellas.
Like maybe it's good for a baby to smear their poop on them a couple
Mostly
times.
Babies are pretty. Yeah,
But it
gross
is like
anyway.
it's good that we learn it because it does carry pathogens that can make you really sick. So there's an evolutionary advantage for
Right, that
us
makes sense,
to learn that. But little babies don't care.
Yeah, these people swimming in poo gotta be getting some kind of infections. Number one, you're definitely getting double pink eye. Out of the gate.
Double pink
If
eye.
you're engulfing yourself
A lot
in
of
poo,
times they'll wear goggles.
holy fuck, they got down to a science. These shit swimmers got it down to a science, dude. God damn it.
Science rules.
Holy shit. Wouldn't it be funny if Michael Phelps just like retired from regular swimming? He only swims in shit
In
now.
shit now.
He only swims just the backstroke and poop now and just fucking.
He's still the fastest.
Yeah, well, I mean, at that point, there's no Olympic standards, so he can
Or
juice
he
up
needs to
and then,
just-
and then swim
Get all the
so
gifts
fast.
He
together.
just lathers himself in poop before he goes in. He just like so it's just poop on poop, dude. He just fucking walks across the water like Jesus because he's so covered in poop.
Get all the gimps together and make a shit Olympics.
Oh my God! Please,
It would be a travesty if we didn't.
I would.
There's so many different shit events.
That's like short list for things I will waste an intense amount of money if I ever get to like.
Oh, it's gonna be some
Like
fucking.
Tom Segura level
asshole.
famous and financially wealthy, like fuck. I won't make fun of poor people. I'll just create weird things where I can pay poor people to do wild shit that they
Yeah.
already like.
You have to not let
Yeah.
them know what the pay is ahead of time and make sure they already like poop, because I don't want a situation where we got all these like fucking poop noobs, because the games are not going to be
Seriously.
fair then.
No,
We're gonna have all these
we're gonna
people
look
that-
for the OG, the best of poop swimmers. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna offer them like we could turn it into a reality TV show.
Why are we writing this down? That's what I want to know. Where's
It's being recorded for
this is true?
perpetuity.
This is too shy, but call Mark Cuban, see what he has to say about it, dude. That's all I'm saying. Shark Tank's a real possibility, folks.
Come on,
Maki, we got an idea here.
Rocky boy!
Won't believe this shit.
Hey, get over here, man.
shit.
I like how you said poop rookies or poop noobs. We gotta. That might be your thing. That might be your thing. I don't think it's ever been said. I enjoyed it. It was audibly enjoyable. Excuse me. Poop noobs or dookie rookies. No, poop noobs is better. Poop noobs is better. You got me, dude.
God, I hate when you guys do this to me.
Oh, God.
I love it.
But that contest we were talking about earlier?
Because I gotta go do a sit down and have a headache the whole time.
We gotta leave pretty soon, right? It's 8:35.
Oh, yeah.
I love your laugh, bro. It's like a little child. It's
When he laughs his heart, it's really great.
It's like it's aw.
We should try to do this to him every week.
Will you let me
Make the fucking stuff.
What the fuck hell? Dude, he turns into Pee Wee Herman. When he laughs, he turns into Pee Wee, dude.
Normally I laugh like a fucking serial killer.
Oh, God. What the fuck is that,
This is
dude?
my favorite thing.
Holy shit.
Oh, we could try to make this a regular segment too. Just make Dave cry.
No.
Holy shit, dude. That's like a Pillsbury Doughboy kind of laughter. I'm gonna tickle your belly button right now, dude. Woohoo! Can I finger blast your belly button? I think it'll help us all. Come on. Come on.
Don't fucking do none of that gay shit in here. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. When in doubt, you turn to your Jersey accent. That proves it right there. When in
Jesus
doubt,
Christ.
Jersey it out. That's what I say.
Jersey it right on out there.
I can't do it.
Oh, God. Ooh, fuck. All right. Yep, no, we got...
Poop saved it.
We
I
got a
think
little...
Poop saved the pod, folks. It's official. Poop saved the
Poop
pod.
save the day again. All the poop gimps watching this.
That's the...
That's our whole audience right now.
That's the... well, the
They're
algorithm...
like, yeah!
Not to circle
For all
back
the
to
aspiring shit artists out there, dude.
Oh, my God. Not to circle back to the algorithm, but and titles for a podcast don't really read anymore. You want to list 3 hot button items that you talk about. But if there was a title for this episode, it would be "Poop Saves the Pod."
Yeah. PSP, if you want to really shorten it. Poop saves pod.
/ Poop Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Wouldn't it be funny in the Poop Olympics, the podium would be backwards? Finishing number 2 would be number 1. You don't want to finish number 1. You actually want to finish number 2. Number 3 is second, and number 1 would be last.
Number 3 is the one that wins because it's the fastest.
True. This is true. I've seen it. I've seen it in real time.
Number 2 is a close winner because it's the Poop Olympics, but it takes a little longer to get there. 3's, woo, right there.
Oh, God. Too much fun, dude. Too much fun.
No such thing. If drugs aren't involved, everything's consensual. I feel like no such thing.
I stand corrected. Stand corrected. The perfect amount of fun. This is the exact right amount of fun we're supposed to be having. We're nailing it right now.
I gotta go tell these school shooter jokes.
Oh, God, dude. That's what it's all about, guys.
Oh, Jesus
My ribs
Christ.
hurt. My ribs hurt.
Oh,
It's not because of poop. So I wasn't bringing it back to poop. I'm just saying. It's not like a
we're
digestion
gonna get
thing.
abs, dude.
Seriously.
I seriously think since last week, I've gotten more definition.
Me too.
You're welcome, dude. Abs by Stevie and Anthony.
I mean, you had me going pretty good earlier in the pod, but fuck, man, Stevie got me with
Poop Noob's a doozy, dude. I gotta give that up to you, man. That was right off the dome. This shit is not rehearsed, folks. That is an off the dome Poop Noob right there.
Well, don't say that it's not rehearsed, because then they're gonna be like, well, it's for sure rehearsed. You know what I mean? You know how the fucking internet works.
True.
These grubby little fucks.
Cocksuckers just jerking off and commenting
In the
on
sewers.
jerking off on.
Actually, the word poop noob has existed since 2004, and that's what
I'm sorry, I'm new to the poop community.
We just call them poobs for short, because we don't say poop noob. That's so 2019. We just say poob. He's a poob. A poop noob.
Oh, God.
Oh man, they're gonna go crazy in the sewer forums or wherever.
The sewer forums.
Seriously, dude.
Shit, no.
These people just swimming in turds. They're gonna be talking mad shit. No pun intended.
They got water ski
No
boards.
pun intended.
No poop intended. All right.
Oh.
Hey, all right. Okay. All right. We got a little bit more time.
You do have time. Okay, good.
Anthony, tell us about your childhood.
Wow, this one time I was shitting. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're done with poo. Begrudgingly, we're done with poo. Another big word, begrudgingly.
Yeah, for now. That's a good one.
Got a couple. I like to keep them holsters in case you need them. You know what I mean? I am in Texas, dude.
You just squat them out every time you.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly,
more like.
every time you need them, you bust them out. You know what I mean? Never know. Anyway, things about my childhood, huh?
Like, what kind of kid were you?
I came up very...
We knew you used to swear getting a bath and a
Yes, we remember that from the last pod.
Yeah.
Very old-fashioned, man, and I'm very grateful for that. I was raised very old-fashioned.
Like, hey, rub some dirt in it, you pussy.
Yes. Yeah, like if I told you some of the shit my dad used to say to me, I don't think it would go well. You know what I mean? It's shit I wouldn't even say in the pod, the shit my dad used to say to me when I was like, we didn't mean anything by it. You know what I mean?
And you knew that, and it was cool.
Yeah. You know, some of it was like, yeah, not for 2024, let's just say. But you gotta think, like, my dad was a prison guard and a construction guy. You know what I mean?
And a wop from...
And a greasy fucking Ginzo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely an interesting upbringing. Like, my entire family like chain smoked cigs, so I'm pretty sure I got COPD naturally. I think I was born with COPD and a gambling addiction.
Was that cigarette envy, post-traumatic disorder? What?
Would that be
COPD?
COPD?
I fucked it up.
I liked it. I like where you're going.
I haven't smoked yet, but I feel a little high because I just laughed so hard.
That's what it's all about, dude. Maybe it's the methane, dude. The methane's getting you high from all the shit.
So
talk.
chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder is not funny.
Holy shit. Fucking Steve Rue's got vocab. She's like a heart surgeon. She just keeps it on the DL. Anyway, though, so I was raised by very old school Italian folks. Like, we're talking like some of my earliest memories of my grandparents are at OTB. Do you guys know what OTB is?
On this bit, no, I don't.
Off-track betting. It was a place where there was just TVs where you could bet on horses. Everybody was at least 70 and had a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
My grandparents essentially like gambled away their whole like retirement like in front of me when I was like 6. Seriously. My grandfather was a bookie, so he'd drive to parking lots and like hand people big like bags of money, and I was like, that's different. He's the only grandpa I've ever seen do that. That's weird. And I don't think he wasn't even like thrifty enough to like give me an excuse. He would just be like, whatever. We'd be imagine us in like a 70s car. All the windows are down, and he's just clam baking the car with a cig. And I'll just turn around and be like, I'll be right back. And that's all he told me. There wasn't like some clever story to throw me off the like, you know.
You wish the door was open for longer so like the smoke could kind of fall out of there. Like it got about half empty from the one, and then he slams it, and you're like, all right, now I just gotta sit in this much smoke.
So I got 2 lungs. You know what I mean? It's like I'll be fine. Like I get a crack. Like Gramps, can you crack the window just a little bit, dude? Just fucking. But he would just clam bake you out. And when I was going to OTB as a kid, you could still smoke inside. So I remember as a kid. Just sitting by the window. That's what they always put you, is by the window. I don't know why. You think they want to hide the fact that they have a child in an illegal gambling fucking room, but they didn't. They were old school, and I just remember looking around. And you almost couldn't see the other side of the OTB because just so many people were smoking this. And I was like 7, 8. I wasn't even like 12. I was like 7, 8 years old. So I was raised by some hard motherfuckers, dude. My grandma was such a bitch. Holy fuck, I loved her. But my grandpa was the sweetest guy. She used to just tear him a new one right in front of me. And I just remember at a young age being like, how the fuck do people do this shit? This marriage shit. I don't think I'll ever get married because of it.
She probably gave really good head.
Probably. Either that or he did. Either that or he did.
Something's got to keep that.
Those gummers, dude. She did it. She did have dentures. She was probably onto something there, dude. Those gummers will get you. Dude. Those guinea gummers? You ever had a guinea gummer? Oh my god.
Guinea gummer.
They're already good with their words, so their jaws are a little stronger. You take out those chompers, dude. You get a guinea gummer? That shit will change your world.
Oh my god, a guinea gummer.
Guinea gummers will get you. You know what I mean? Those greasy guinea gummers will get you.
Goddamn Dr. Seuss.
She's just doming you out like, what do you want for dinner? You want the sauce or the fucking rigatoni? That's a fucked up guy with a weird childhood.
It's very unique. Well, probably not in upstate New York, but...
How many people have you guys met in your life? This is what I have to know next. How many people have you guys met in your life that have ever done an impression of their grandmother blowing their grandfather? Am I one of one?
One of three probably for me. I know a lot of comics.
Degenerates. I'm sorry. Yeah, comics.
It's like I wonder why they all.
0.
It was so
one.
Just shitting all over our viewer base.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Would they not self-identify as degenerates? Probably.
Fair
If not, maybe look at your life. Look at your choices.
It's like when I was a kid, I was like, why did everybody call my grandmother Throat Goat? It's so weird. What's so great about your throat? I don't understand what's so great about my grandmother's throat. I don't understand. I don't understand. Is that Italian? I don't understand. A throat goat. It must be an Italian.
You guys gotta fucking cut it out, man.
Oh, she's one of those right off the boat throat goats.
Oh my god.
One of those immigrant blowjob artists. They call them right off the boat throat goat.
I'm starting to get offended that I can't reduce you guys to tears in this fucking podcast.
Sorry.
Oh,
Jesus, fuck, man. The fucking. I mean, I'm obviously a better comic than you guys, but
Suck my dick.
Dave was like, they're on too much of a roll, dude. I gotta knock these fuckers out of peg.
Yeah, right?
He's like, this isn't real. This is just the pod, the real shit that we do. I'm better at that. If you guys enjoy this gay little shit here.
We can make a lot of money off of this shit.
Ideally,
if we all took our feet out right now and just did our toe thing, dude, we could make mad dough.
Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Flags! Flags!
He's mad at me for even being barefoot. I was not barefoot on purpose, but
I'm just saying, fucking.
That was an ankle.
Oh my god!
That's 6 more viewers. We just got 6 more viewers, dude. 9 subscribers, 10, 11.
It's
I'm
not
sorry,
a
you guys did
stream.
like 17 Holocaust jokes last time, so I'm gonna show a little bit of ankle, alright?
We'll do 14 more tonight.
1750.
Don't get me excited. You said the word. You broke the seal, dude. She broke the Holocaust seal. Now
I'm loading up these farts for y'all.
again, that's not a turn off for us.
We love it. And I'm not scared of your feet. I'll suck them or whatever. I don't give a shit. But
Dave will do it. I've seen him do it. No, I haven't. I'm just kidding.
that is nearly as bad as
No, it's not. I'm not showing them in a sexual context.
What?
I censored it myself.
He's trying to not get flagged right now. And
I'm mostly trying to help it because I'm the only one that fucking edits this goddamn podcast.
I told you I would help you with not the last one. Mm-hmm. It just hasn't happened yet. When we played video games together, I'm sorry, what?
Well,
I'm one of those
I
friends.
still will, is what I mean.
I help that process verbally. Like I'll hit you up like, hey man, how's it going? You know what I mean? That's how I help when it comes to editing. I'm like, how's the editing going, man? Good?
I'll bring a circle light. Bring a ring light.
It looks really good. It looks really
good.
nice.
That last one had a flexible head and shit. I spoiled you guys.
No, you're getting the goddamn what is it? The bee's knees, the tops, the cat's pajamas. Because you just gotta show up and talk shit, and then I handle the rest of the fucking thing.
It's not a bad deal.
Just be really funny.
Just in my
Just
come
be
on,
yourself.
you sorry, you guys. That's why this works, dogs. You guys were fucking.
I'm really excited about when I make you guys cry laughing. I might have to take more planning, but I'm there for it.
I mean, you've made.
Bless you.
Jesus Christ.
Bless them.
All right, and on that note, we're gonna take a brief break. Well, it's gonna be like a split second for you guys, but it's gonna be like an hour for us, because I gotta go tell some jokes on a thing that I was booked for. So
Dave's like, I get booked, so I'm going to utilize my booking skills because I get booked, and these guys that rarely get booked behind me will just continue
still
to
make
suffer.
me cry laughing.
But man, do they good on a pod? They're great on a pod.
You guys are also fantastic on stage. Either way.
No, I know. Just kidding.
All right. Love you, squad. We'll be back.
That's right here.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
on the
God.
no.
Just me because I'm a delinquent.
To everyone on the pod, I just ate shit on stage.
And also the comedy went not so good
Oh,
either.
no,
He ate a human turd.
I literally ate turds. You gotta get into the fucking frame.
No, it's elite.
It's Delta 8.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have we not learned anything
I
from
forgot it was
Anthony?
Delta
Yes.
I forgot.
Nobody learned from
I
us.
forgot it was Delta 8.
Also, this is
Everything's
an art piece, and no one can say shit about shit.
Perfectly legal fake marijuana. Perfectly legal fake Texas marijuana. This is weed zero. Certified. This is diet weed.
Alright.
Zero has aspartame in it.
I mean, give yourself a little.
Who's got a lice at night? I'm gonna move away from you so the
Pillows.
like hitting it.
I tried to
lean.
I tried to frame him up for you. You guys fucking
He doesn't want it.
didn't even.
I'm lumbar.
He doesn't, his lumbar supports
Give him a
his
lumbar.
I'm a holder. You guys ever hold? I'm a pillow holder. I don't know what this is. Makes me feel safe.
Oh, yeah.
Is that weird?
No,
Right?
it's not weird. It's a
Right?
pretty normal.
Is it an
thing.
incel thing? I'm like, nobody fucks me, so I just hold on the pillow and occasionally
it's a
pelvic thrust.
security-
Occasionally, I'm just like,
Okay, well maybe that.
No, that's just a dude thing and also a dog thing.
yeah. So before you hit this, you have to yell.
You
"Dog."
think
Also,
girls
like
don't hump
mammals.
stuff?
Yeah, mammal thing.
That was one of the first things that I did.
Man, this Delta 8 is refreshing.
You can say that, but you're like, oh, I won't smoke this Delta 8
Would you like some Delta 8?
on camera.
I think it's actually Delta 7. That's how safe we are. We're like, we don't even fuck with Delta 8.
What's the-
We fuck
I
with
don't
Delta
Also,
know.
like at this point,
I know the 9
at
and
this
the
point,
8.
at this point, it's not like put it under your lower back. It feels nice. I promise you.
Nah, I appreciate it.
You don't trust me.
This couch is legit.
You don't trust me.
All right, give me the fucking pillow. My lumbar needs it, dude. Now my lumbar feels like it requires. Oh my god, holy lumbar, dude. Woo, we're back.
It's actually pretty nice.
I feel like I just entered the pod. Now I'm officially in the pod. My lumbar's in perfect shape.
All right, so this is a rare episode of the pod where we get to experience half the pod,
Some Delta 6.
half the pod, where we're just talking about comedy and shit, and then the second half of the pod we get to actually dissect how terribly someone did at comedy. And I guess this is instant karma.
Well,
3-year-old boy Dave.
Well, for those of you that know Dave's style, it's a style that I enjoy, and I think many enjoy, but occasionally you're going to get the kind of people that are like, that was mean. You know what I mean? And that's
That
kind
was
of,
mean.
That was a meanie
To
talk.
be fair, that was not.
That was not even the harshest set I've ever done. Even
Well,
by
it was.
far.
I mean, you didn't have you didn't make the lady do the thing. That was the next guy. That was.
But I
the
think you
worst
primed
part.
her.
That was.
Right, you primed her.
Might have primed her.
I might have primed her.
I wasn't looking at her. I was too busy looking at the
Who cares?
overgrown sorority girls.
If somebody wants to go on a tirade,
Sorority women. Excuse me.
so for those of you who don't know, we're talking about it like you guys know. Somebody caused this. I don't know. Caused the scene. Is it the
Caused
term?
the scene
She
is
got
the-
mad and left.
Well, and then
Said
felt the
some
need
stuff.
to yell at the comic.
She didn't yell.
Yell, but
But she did do like a
She gave everybody the
school marm
finger.
kind of
She
thing,
gave
like.
everybody the finger though.
Well, yeah, because everybody booed her.
Well, I mean, for being a killjoy. Who would have cheered the killjoy? Thank
She
you
was
for-
trying to get her message out. I don't know what her message was because it didn't really make sense in the context of the joke that was made. She was
Yeah,
like, they're
she
there,
had-
you don't know, and it's like,
She had an
are you talking about
accent.
the tunnels in New York?
I think she was drunk.
Or are you talking about Anne Frank's diary? Or are you talking about some other stuff that wasn't what that poor guy was talking about? Because if it was anything other than those two things, it was not what he was talking about. I feel like she just got in her head about the war.
My question is,
pussy.
seriously, preach. My
I
thing
don't
is,
think that. I think she just.
I was talking about you. You can smell the Delta 8 out of
Delta
frame.
I
6,
don't
Delta
what.
5.
Maybe I can monetize this later. I don't know. You told me not to put my feet on screen. Maybe
Well,
Unless you
they're
wanna
already
get
on
a-
screen.
Unless you want to get a ton of
in
minutes.
socks. Come on,
Oh,
two socks are sexy.
shit. Oh, subscribers just shot up 300%. My thing is, too, how do you get mad at a guy named Clemente? Right? What a sweet name that is. If your name's
Yeah, it sounds
Clemente,
like fruit.
if your name's Clemente,
It's like the nice version of chlamydia,
They're like
is there a
Clementine, you
nice
fucking
version?
Take you
pervert.
guys a minute?
You fucking
Is there a
no.
nice version of chlamydia? I don't know if there is.
Clemente.
That sounds more pleasant.
No.
It hits less hard.
It doesn't sound like. It sounds like. It made me think of clementines, like the orange.
Yeah.
It made me immediately
Yeah.
think of chlamydia.
It sounds like
And I-
Maybe lift yourself out of the gutter just a little bit.
I'm
so
in the
you can
gutter, too.
see,
Why?
So you can see that there's other stuff other than the muck.
I've done shows with
Other
the guy. I don't
than
know how
muck.
many times.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. Clemente doesn't itch at all.
Not since you put the cream on it. What's up?
Hey. Alright, I'm gonna let this guy ride for a minute.
But yeah, so this woman tweaked out and started giving everybody the finger because people started booing her because she was unhappy about the comment that went after Dave's set. And we're speculating as to whether Dave
when her
incited
outrage
it or
began.
not. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it
wasn't looking
seems
at her
likely
face 'cause
that
there
my
was sitting
son
in front of her.
incited it.
But you didn't have any. I mean, it seemed like she was specifically because I did see like when she was making that joke. I was facing kind of outward with like a wide angle, and I saw him making that joke, and then just sort of my like attention deficit eyes were like, go look at everybody else, and then look back over there, and then look at your shit for a while, and then look at your hands for a minute, and then look back out over there, and then look, that's I was just doing kind of my normal thing, and I saw her face like go like this, yeah, like she might have been actually having a good time earlier, but then just this one thing like because I saw her, and maybe it was already sour, I didn't see that, or dour or whatever, I didn't see that part of it, but I did see when he was saying that joke, I saw it shift and change, and then like the moment right before she snapped.
What's wild to me is that I
saw that too. Like
I sat down and I'm like,
she was mad. She was like mad and like hurt and like outraged, like just immediately. It seemed like it didn't seem planned. It seemed like it just came out. Of her.
She had an accent.
So like she might have been from some.
So I think
some
there
kind of
might have been some things lost in translation.
Yeah.
Do you think
that's happened to me before? I've gotten mad at people and then they've had to explain to me again in Spanish in a different way that that's not what they were saying because I had like 2 words wrong and it meant something that was just like devastating. And I was like, holy shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say that to me? And they're like, no, it's actually this with like these 2 little tweaks, and it's like totally different. Oh, that's fine. So that maybe
I have kind of a hot take
because what she said didn't really make sense either. Go ahead.
We're good. Well, I have a hot take. I think the accent was fake. It was a Holocaust joke. She got very Holocausty, dude. She was like, "This is not appropriate talk." And she was trying to sound like a survivor, dude. I swear to God. She was like, "This is not the way you're supposed to talk. These people are suffering." And it's like,
but she wasn't able to like fully communicate her point.
She didn't have a full English sentence. She spoke good enough English, but it was obviously not English first language. To me, I
think she's from Boston. She's
just like really good actress, and they're like, you have to do this one before we'll give you this lead role in this film. You have to go do this one thing. This one fucking crazy thing. Everybody's gonna hate you, but you just gotta do it.
I just think she really wanted to sell her grievance. She's like, if I talk like this during complaint, people will think it is serious issue and they have actual problem with it. Like that's how this bitch talks. I think she talks like us.
You're going Russian so
Wasn't
hard.
it Eastern European?
I mean, yeah, but it was like much softer. It was like not even
like
Polish. It was like Ukrainian
it was
or Lithuanian or like some sort of.
I was
somewhere in Eastern
like
Europe, by the right continent.
I was feeling like
yeah,
Greek
or maybe even
Palestine vibes.
Israeli, yeah.
I was thinking somewhere in Eastern Europe, but I could be wrong.
I feel like if she was Palestinian, she wouldn't have had a problem with that joke because that joke, if it was at the expense of anyone, which I would argue it wasn't, except making fun of Hasidic Jews currently in New York, which, to be fair, it is. I'm gonna get us flagged to fuck right now. Are you ready? Should I make a warning? This is a trigger warning. It's just.
We don't give a shit about.
We love it. We're can't wait to hear what
specifically the Hasidic sect of Jews, which is the sect that was involved in these tunnels, is verging on cultish. And I would say, honestly, from what I understand about what I perceive and understand the truth of what makes a cult, is basically a cult within Judaism, because
I want to talk about this. I think
and I'm not like even saying anything that bad about them. I was just like making fun of them a little bit. I feel like is okay. Just like making fun of Scientologists a little bit is okay. Making fun of the Amish a little bit is okay. Jehovah's Witnesses a little bit. Come on, like fucking they spill over like with their bigness of being societally different and like that little bit that's like come on.
He's getting ready for this one. I think it's. Can I just say one thing? I think it's funny. I think it's funny that your guess was Palestinian when she was offended by something that's Jewish. Just the irony there. They obviously hate each
I
other.
don't think
If
she
she was
fully
Palestinian, she would have
understood
cheered it
Well,
up. She would be like,
what
yes.
I think
I don't
there
she
was
fully
a language
understood
barrier.
what the joke was.
I think that I've had that
It
same
was too
feeling in a
complex.
smaller way. That's what I was saying with like somebody saying something about you in a language that you like maybe over 50% understand, like verbs and nouns for the most part. If you don't count all the
Let's
like.
give Anthony his beat, and then I will come for all of you in full force.
You don't have to start it out thinking of it like that. You trying to fight? Because I can see it in your eyes
I'm trying to hear
that you are.
Anthony's point.
Which point?
The one you were talking about?
Oh,
about the chick and the thing and the
Yeah,
stuff.
I think it was funny. You said you thought that she was Palestinian and they hate the Jews, right? For the most part. So she definitely couldn't have been Palestinian because she was offended by the fact that it was Jewish. If she was Palestinian, she would like cheered it on. She'd be like, "Fuck on Frank."
Well, what I'm trying to say.
Not
That also sounded Russian, man. I'm sorry. I'm like your accents are really good.
Fuck on Frank.
What I was trying to say about that
Middle Eastern
specifically was that I don't think that she fully understood the joke. Because like her response was like, you can laugh about that, but not that.
Not in that way. Not that in
And
that
it was
way.
like, I don't think you get, like there's a little bit of a language barrier.
Like
here.
maybe when he was talking about the
But she
tunnels-
understood this.
Yeah.
She understood this.
I feel like that's
Very
like
well.
if I was to teach a
Expert level.
class of like an online course, which I would love to take courses from other people.
Okay.
I'm just really quick.
I'm just gonna.
Just really quick. Just like teach offensive American things because it's like you're gonna encounter these whether you know what they mean or not. So you might as well learn what they mean because somebody's gonna flip you off and you should know what it means. And if you need to pull it out, pull it out. But like only if you need to.
Somebody clip that.
For self-defense. That's it. That's my whole thing. I was done.
Somebody clip. If you gotta pull it out, pull it out, dude.
Especially in Texas. In Texas, it's mandatory. You have to pull it out.
Well, yeah, and in Texas, guns are all.
Yo, that's like a quadruple entendre, and if you guys get
She got
stuck on
it.
just the joke,
You got it.
The
gun and wiener out of the vagina. She got it.
Yeah.
She got it,
That's a lot of
folks.
stuff, dude. That's like a 4.
Texans
I
aren't
think-
slower. They're quick.
That's a 7-layer dip.
like a
Which is
like
the worst
thing,
a
but
rocket
whatever.
launcher is also kind of a vagina because it shoots things out of it, that are
That makes way less
like
sense
whole
than
more
just making
complex
it.
little things.
Oh, okay. But rockets go fast, like semen.
Imagine if babies came out that fast. That'd be wild.
I've heard. Okay, so I don't know how true this is, and I don't know how fast they go.
Imagine if babies came
I'm
out
never
in
going to get to
bazooka
the
shot.
point that I wanted to make, but it's fine because
Okay,
it's a comedy
just
podcast.
hold on to it. This is tangents are fun if you can bring it back. Okay, they
What do
can
you
be
got?
fun.
What do you got, Steve Room? It's a secretive, but a
I
whisper
have been reading. I don't know what I was looking up that led me to this point, but like really fucking fit girls, like reporting about just like shooting their baby out. Like they're like,
Because they got
I
the-
just like they like flex really hard and the baby's just like,
Oh, wow,
"Woo!"
this is not
Doing
the direction
Kegels.
I thought this was going to go at all.
Kegels.
No,
baby.
that's so exciting.
Kegel
Like
court.
I would love. Listen,
My mom said that
I would love to shoot a baby out as
My
long as I
little
know that it would be
sister-
safe. Like I don't want to smack a baby into a brick wall, but like if somebody's there to like catch the baby. If somebody's there to catch the baby, that's fucking cool. Can you imagine that kind of fucking high speed roller coaster of an entrance and you're just like, oh, I'm safe. And that's the first thing that fucking happens to you outside of the womb.
That's awesome.
Is like this person is so
It's gotta be
like
the father,
capable that they
ideally,
can
right?
blat, and then this person is so capable that they can catch me. Like
Ideally, we want to train the father to be like a running back.
I was gonna say that.
Where you get the mom like up on like a trajectory where she's trying to go through a field goal or something.
Yeah, the midwife is.
And then like we gotta like get someone timed so they can just like snip it right at the right time so the umbilical cord becomes just like a tassel.
Sail.
That's a skill.
And then the dad's like in the end zone and just
What if you had the midwife just be
and
like,
it has to fall because maybe we have to have like I don't know people from opposing
I love how much
viewpoints or
fun
whatever.
you're taking this. What?
Like if they're Republicans, for instance, we gotta
Why
have
are
like
they in there?
color.
That room is for like Like 2 or 3 people.
No, I'm saying do it on a field.
No.
Do it on a field.
Fuck you, pay me.
What is the midwife?
This is a $1 million idea, guys.
Pay me.
Live births with like fit influencers, like fitness influencers. When they get like married, like it's only gonna put their views up through the fucking roof. What are we talking about?
I was just talking about like
time everything right. Like the baby flies out. Like they snip the umbilical cord, it shoots. They have like incels rush them and try to tackle the dad who's just fucking this hot chick. Catches the baby and
that's a cute little kitty trying to
slides into the end zone.
Spikes the kid like a football.
Well, I was gonna say then the beautiful moment is when the kid's like, what the fuck just happened? And the dad's like, I got you. Don't worry about it.
There's a cat's butthole in the pod, folks. It's official. We've reached that level of kink. We have cat butthole in the pod.
Dick Grayson.
Come here.
Yeah. Find a place you want to hang out.
I am no longer the only pussy on camera right now.
For a while.
What you forgot a crucial aspect though. How is there not somebody doing a count? How is there somebody not next to the pussy being like blue 42, blue 42?
Physicians and nurses just have like football codes.
Yes.
that the head crowns just nothing. They're like, scratch that, pink 42.
Yes, audible. You gotta call it audible sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like abracadabra 36. Oh god, that's funny.
Anyway, I say all that to say that
She said all that.
we are infantizing our adults by not allowing free speech to offend shitty people with too much privilege. Which is mostly what my set was about tonight.
I don't know. She seemed a little bit to me like a sad immigrant who has some savings.
Oh, I was
and a
not,
nice scarf.
I was not
You're
really
going back
upset
to,
with the person that she was. I wouldn't get back to like my set and why that bombed.
Yeah. I don't think.
I'm more concerned about.
I think
what I do on stage
people
than what other
weren't
people do.
like. I guess they knew that it was going to be open mic, but maybe weren't like that familiar with open mics, except like the people in the back and some of the people on the edges and the comics. Obviously,
there was not a single open mic comic on the show tonight.
Well, yeah. What did I say? The people who were on the comics.
Yeah,
the
I
people
mean,
who,
like
no, the
for
people
a
who
featured
liked
spot that's roughly an open mic. Kind of, yeah. I don't know.
I said I misspoke. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to talk shit on the venue.
It was not quite as bad as the Hooters situation, but it was like.
I had a worse set there than I did at Hooters.
Yeah. Well, Hooters, you had better. I feel like better vibes, better lighting, better support, and a better audience.
I don't know. I feel like I really was like turning the audience and I got lit. I feel like is what happened. I feel like if
he had told you beforehand, hey man, you're gonna do a 7, that would have been cooler.
Yeah, well, I
Than
don't
just
I think
you
I
like
understand
early,
why the booker was trying to get like the show rolling, but like putting the comic after me, who also does like very dark stuff, but like, and also like I was starting to win the audience over on dark stuff, but I didn't really get to stick the landing. I got cut short a little bit, and I feel like if I had been able to do 3 more minutes of the kind of like,
you think you might have gotten that table to stay?
I think I would have gotten all of them to stay. I think I would have got the whole fucking crowd to be like, what the fuck, this is awesome. I think I could have gotten him and then just been like, all right, you guys see why this is funny. Most of the podcast is Dick Grayson now. Whatever, he's the best ever. It doesn't matter. He can invade the podcast camera.
For those of you who don't know, Dick Grayson is the cat's name. He just said Dick Grayson. People are like, who the fuck's Dick Grayson?
Yeah, and also
that's the cat.
He was a beat up little orphan when I found him, and now he's my young ward. He's big enough to be Nightwing and run around on his own. Do you know the origins of my cat's name?
I believe you told me, but I bet you it's an interesting story. Let's freaking hear it.
It's the name of the first Robin.
Oh, the first Robin from Batman and Robin. Okay. I thought it was like the first bird on Earth, like the first Robin. I was like, how could you possibly know
That
the
one
name?
in particular was named Dick Grayson.
How could you possibly know that, Dave? There's no way.
I do my own research. Okay, like an educated person.
He was like, do you know any
I'm
of those?
sorry you guys didn't read about original birds. Fucking piece of shit.
We got shortchanged.
What?
We got
Birds don't
shortchanged.
exist.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're no longer
What the
real.
fuck does that mean? I've seen a lot. Oh, wait, they're really just drones? That theory? That there's government drones?
Birds.
Did you not pay attention to what I said about 9/11? The last pod?
Oh, I mean...
And did you read the research and the subreddits and 4chan and 8chan stuff that I sent you this stuff specifically.
Did you
Is
really?
this where I make you break? Well, because like, big government and educational systems really want to suppress the 4chan and 8chan subreddits. I don't even know what they're called other than subreddits now. What are they called on 4chan and 8chan? Who's to say?
I didn't know the fuck you're talking about, dude.
You don't know about 4chan and 8chan? Holy
These
shit.
two nice Asian men? That's what it sounds like.
Oh, Anthony,
two very
I
nice
want to give
Asian
you the
men.
power to just like take stuff out of my brain. When you're like, hey, this thing is interesting. Oh, cool. You can just take it, and I don't have to have it anymore. And then you can do whatever you want with it. But just like, here you go. That's for you now. And it's just gone. It's just gone.
Gonorrhea.
It's just, no.
We're back to gonorrhea.
Here, take that one. That was great.
We were talking about chlamydia.
Oh, wrong STD that I've had.
Chlamydia, really the paper cut of it.
Oh, I have had both
If
of
we're
them.
gonna be honest with
I
you.
get confused. I've had both, so I get confused. You know
Well, gonorrhea is a little bit more involved. The chlamydia is the one where they're like, hey, shit, you got this. And you're like, oh, fuck. How did I not know? And they're like, oh, because it's like, really.
You know what makes me
Good deal.
mad? You know what makes me mad?
Hey, take these 5 little pills with this glass of water. Probably use protection for like 7 days. And then you don't have chlamydia anymore, it turns out.
How about these pussies?
This shit used to kill people.
That's wild. That's wild.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, at least their sex drive.
But how
I
about...
mean,
That was bad.
I would just kill him though. Also.
No, that was. I actually
Oh, that's
don't.
more.
I think that's
chlamydia.
syphilis.
Yeah, no, syphilis.
I don't think
I'm thinking.
chlamydia, no.
I'm thinking of syphilis.
Yeah.
You know what makes me mad?
Simply, syphilis is the one that I should have been sussing.
You kids and your
I
lingo.
wish I was more clever and I could just keep going.
You kids and your lingo. You know what makes me mad? People make a big deal out of crabs. Like, just shave it off, you pussy. You know what I
Just
mean?
shave it off your pussy.
Just shave it off your pussy, you pussy. You know what I mean? It's not like in you. Like, seriously, think
I don't
about it.
know,
Crabs,
I don't
not
like-
that big of a deal.
I don't
I've never
like
had crabs, but I
the-
would just like immediately be like, well, I'm just.
What you're supposed to do is shave everything.
Yeah, shave it off.
Yeah, from
And
neck
fucking,
down,
like, bleach-
I'm just gonna go
Bleach
dolphin,
bath and
you know?
like powder
I can see
and
it.
like take care of yourself.
With those legs, dude, you must.
Ah, fuck.
Got the legs of a thoroughbred, this fucking guy. Legs of a
I do have
thoroughbred.
really fucking
Look
sick.
at those legs.
Yeah, and you
Like, I
almost
really have
never bust them
dope
out.
ass
You can hitchhike with those, dude. Those are hitchhiking legs right there,
Yeah,
bro. You put one of those bitches out, you fucking roll your pant leg up. Fucking rides, baby.
Ew. I'd stop.
No thumb required. None of
I would
these. Just
stop.
your leg.
You would stop
I would stop.
not berating me, just the car.
Oh!
Hey, there it is.
If you stop, I'll stop.
Whoa! We really changed gears there.
Just the car.
You guys are something else. This has been a roller coaster of emotions, guys. Hasn't it? Today's spot's been a roller coaster of emotions.
I love how you always, you're like, guys, can we at least admit that we're all having a good time?
I'm having a good time.
Can we, dude? You gotta just say it. Sometimes you gotta verbalize it, dude. How much fun
I've
we
got a
had.
very tenuous situation going on.
One of my favorite quotes in the world is Kurt Vonnegut. I wish I could remember
I wish I
it.
knew who that was.
Oh, I'm gonna send you some stuff.
Kurt Vonnegut
Little
is
short
fantastic.
His short stories were my favorite. I've read a few of his novels.
She's like, I'll send you some short stories. Even retards like you can handle it, Anthony.
He's like Ray Bradbury if he like
kind of shit, you know,
jumped into comics.
You're a comic I jump into. What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
There it is.
I'll jump right into you, dude. What's up?
That's a weird segment we could do too, is talk about like our favorite authors and books and stuff. We don't talk about that much.
For those of us that can read.
I know why. I know
Why
why
don't we talk about it, or in between
jumped
things,
into it so much.
There's one illiterate person on the set, folks. That makes reading combos tough. That makes them a
I've
challenge.
got enough AR points to share.
It's cool. We'll set you
points?
up
Is that like a type
with
of ammunition.
Yeah.
AR points?
15.
AR hollow points?
Oh, yeah. AR 15 hollow points. That's what I meant to say.
Hey,
I like
no.
that. You're Texan, dude. Don't forget. Don't forget that shit.
No, you don't
Come
want
here.
this. Stinker?
What a stinker, dude. I was just thinking that, man.
He's getting all sassy. He's like, oh, I'm on camera. Well, come work your angles.
I'm just glad I'm not the only pussy on screen
Come
now.
work your angles.
That's kind of nice.
No, there's at least 3.
Right?
Maximum 3.
Just like we trade off on which ones we're being most about. There's at least 3 on camera right now. Well,
Minimum 3 vaginas.
Dick Grayson's only got a little ear.
I know,
there
I'm
he
trying
is.
to get him to come over, but he's still being
Dick
a little
Grayson,
shy.
dude. He's being a real Dick Grayson right now.
Oh, there he is. Hey, come here.
Hey, where can people find you if
This
they
is
want to?
unique.
If they want to follow your stuff.
This is unique right now, dude. Like, who else brings the fucking kitty on the pod, dude? You don't get that everywhere.
People that are
This
wrong. Yeah. You gonna come lay down?
Aw,
A moment.
Come lay down?
That's really sweet.
it is so sweet.
He's a good cat.
You guys are gonna make me cry.
I'm a cat person. I've had periods of time where I try
Yeah,
to
there we
pretend,
go.
like I try to act cool around dog people and pretend like I'm not a cat person.
Oh, look
I don't
at
think
it.
dog people have that. but
Don't bring too much attention to it, but look at it on the big screen.
Oh God, dude.
you sweet boy.
You know how I know you guys are gay? No, I'm just kidding.
How much we love pussy. Fucking.
I know what you were gonna say.
I don't want to edit.
I know what he was gonna say,
As much
folks.
as I'm gonna have to let
Yo, this is
It rhymes
gonna be.
with dragon.
I'm getting after images as a
It rhymes
mother
with
ever
Bob
when it
Saget.
comes to me.
Whoa! Don't reuse my shit from earlier, you son of a biscuit.
Well,
Hey.
hey, maybe
Also-
that was a callback.
I
Maybe it
like,
was solid,
I
just kidding.
like Bob Saget. R.I.P. Bob Saget. Nobody was gonna tell me that
I
my
like
shirt's
Bob
fucking
Saget's
falling
and
off you
things
guys.
that name with it, or rhyme with his last name. I'm a fan of all of it.
Yeah, his fucking wife killed him. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, dude. Spoiler alert: you don't just fucking fall asleep with a headache and never wake up again. Pretty rare.
Well, I mean, sometimes you do, but it is it's
Rare. It does definitely happen, but he like hit his head and just never woke up again. Seems fishy. He was maybe some Epstein shit. Maybe he knew some Epstein shit.
No,
Just
I like Bob
spitballing, yeah.
Saget. Come on, not
Just
Bob
fucking
Saget.
spitballing.
I need more evidence of it than that. Like I need like a motive. This is one of the things that Trevor Moore, who my favorite, is my favorite comedian, and I truly potentially believe that he didn't like fall off his balcony.
Here we go,
Die.
dude.
I don't know. He asked for it. Is that like one thing he would say when he was talking about conspiracy theories, and he loved them. You know, I love them. You know, is it's like it doesn't totally make sense if there's not like a concrete motive. You know what I mean? So like, birds are fake. It's like, isn't that like why would they kill all the birds and then replace them?
I don't actually.
Where
you
does
know,
chicken
make
come from?
drums.
I can't
Where's
imagine
chicken
that
come
there
from?
are
They
that
just make
many
drums.
people that think that that is true. But that is one of my very thin attempting to be ethical and try to get humanity as a whole to be better and survive and ascend closer to what we feel like we should be in the best way.
This is Stevie's introductional video for her cult that she's starting.
I drink the Kool-Aid, dude. You sold me. Fucking sold me, dude.
But that's like my veil of like censorship, for instance. Is like there are people who are so
You
dumb
gonna go hang out with Stevie
that
now?
they
You wanna go?
could not live here. There are people that are so dumb that they could not live here even as a homeless person, which actually homeless people have to be way smarter in different
You don't
sorts
get
of
to get
ways and skill
people water.
sets.
Street
I have
smarts.
a lot of respect for it.
Street
It
smarts.
scares me a little bit, but I respect it a lot because I have thought that I might end up there and also not known if I would be able to and just been kind of scared, sometimes. But there are people that are so dumb that they just live somehow and are able to do the most basic of things. And they don't have any specific
But you hate the NPC
handicap. Well, I don't think that you should think of it as NPCs. I think that you should think of it as like the worst, dumbest asshole that you've ever known. If you've ever tried to have a conversation with him where you actually tried to change his mind about something or teach him something or just like make some level of connection with him so that he would maybe form some new synapse connections. I've done that a lot. I do that a lot. And I see when those same sorts of people, if not the ones that are way smarter,
Oh my god.
and have more of a tendency towards maybe mania or paranoia,
I know what you are.
where they go. And it's not a good place. Like, it's just not. It alienates you from everybody. It makes it hard for you to differentiate between sources that
You're
are
a writer
true
on the
and-
video game.
What?
The fuck?
You're
I'm a
like,
writer.
oh, I gotta, like, these people have to feel like people. And, like,
They should get to. But they also should
programmed
be
you
more
to be
like
a writer
them.
on the video game. I don't know. I'm getting weird.
Yeah, no, I kind of love it. But what video game? Which video game? This one? The whole one? Oh, the one. The one. Yeah, okay.
No, yeah, you're like the like third string, really like bushy tail, like really like, oh no, I really want to make this world feel real, and they're like, cool, and drop you into the Matrix, and you're like, no, every one of these NPCs need their story told, and it's like
Because they're not NPCs. Everyone is a PC. A player character, everyone.
what makes you feel that way?
Because otherwise I have to accept the existence of just like golems, and I don't think there's anything in between. On human
You don't think that they're-
human level consciousness, no. I think there are maybe
So you think
strata.
Ted Bundy is
I
redeemable?
think that there. I don't know that I would use the word redeemable. That's a very Christian sounding word that I don't like in this case.
Oh snap!
But does he have consciousness that exists as a human?
Rehabable.
Maybe. Over thousands of years burning in hell until he can figure out how to work his way out. That would be my ideal scenario.
And then use
Christian reference. I was thinking that too.
That's what they call it. I wouldn't call it that. I would call probably the whole thing purgatory and just bottom to
Also,
top. That's all.
Christian iconography.
Fucking don't give me some synonyms, fucker. This is the language that I'm used to.
The in between, a dark place. There's a bazillion things that talk about this. However, incredibly charged this is. I think I'm not the only one that has to pee or smoke a cigarette. So,
I didn't see
I
that
think it's a
coming.
tea break.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I didn't think it was pee and cigarettes. They're about to get deep. Holy shit, dude.
A tobacco break?
deep. Oh, that's so fucking
Wait, number
deep, dude.
A tea break, a tinkle break, or a tobacco
We're
break.
having a tea bake? We're baking tea up in here?
Tea break. No.
That sounds like quite the process. We're baking tea?
I was trying to do this thing where I was like, time out, it's a tea break, a tinkle break, and a tobacco break, but it's not. It's not funny enough to say twice. It's
The
not.
3 T's, tinkle tea and tobacco. Let's get it
So the
done.
point is,
Look
squat.
at my
Squat.
okay.
Squat.
What? Squat.
We'll be right back. And we're back. Just chiefing this totally 1,000% legal
Delta 4.
Delta 4.
No.
It's a very low
I don't think
delta.
That's the thing.
It's Delta 1. It's the lightest of the deltas.
I don't remember what we were talking about before we paused the podcast.
I think we were all about to just have an orgy, right? We were all just gonna get naked and just tackle each other and just do weird shit.
Subscribe to our Patreon. Anyway, thanks for coming. We're gonna shut this off right now.
It's a Patreon, but it's just gay. It's a Patreon with just gay stuff. We call it Gaytreon. Get on it before it fucking explodes.
I feel like Patreon's already pretty gay.
It is. But we're just, this is
No
all
offense,
gay.
I love
This
you
is
guys,
strictly gay.
paid
And we're
patrons.
cool with that. If you guys are cool with it.
It's just the new form of like patronage, which patronage always was like pretty gay.
I
It'd
think
be
we
like a
need
rich
to
dude
return to the
who's like,
the
"Oh, I really like
soap
your poetry, you
fleshlight
can stay at my
situation.
estate."
Yeah.
The what?
If you guys are cool with it, this is a $1 billion idea, and you heard it first.
The which one?
The soap fleshlight
No, the
situation?
soap.
Whoa.
The fuckable soap.
Fuckable soap.
Fuckable soap. It
So,
stop saying
I've had-
fleshlight because they're gonna sue
Well,
us.
here's the thing: is that I thought about it. Right? It can only stay so tight when you fuck the bar of soap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It would be a bar.
So, what about like a soap solution that you add to? Why is it
It's not as
destroying
good.
the?
Here's what you need. Let me tell you what you need.
Okay, let the one woman tell the people that are trying to have clean penises. Am I right?
I worked for a soap company for like 12
I'm
years.
trying to clean our cocks, dude.
Come
I'm
on.
trying to keep clean cocks here, man.
You don't even know. I'm trying to help.
I'm just trying to find the most practical application of said $1 billion idea.
Maybe even trillion.
Maybe even
They make jelly soap. God damn it. They make jelly soap. It's like in between
You reheat
the
it?
one
Jelly
and the
soap?
other.
What kind of
And it's
witchcraft
like
is that,
squiggly.
dude? What kind of
It's-
sorcery is
It's
that?
it's
dude?
scribbly, like you
It's
probably
scribbly?
would like. I imagine any guy would like
What kind of
a little
sorcery
bit.
is that?
what the hell?
What kind of fucking witchcraft are you talking
There's
about,
some
lady?
witchery in the
God
soap.
damn! We're just sticking our wieners in jail soap? What the fuck? This lady's crazy, dude. We're talking about fucking bar soap like good American, and this lady's over here.
I'm proposing that that there is like like in the same way that you have a loofah or like a washcloth that you have
Yeah, just like put some soap in a sock, like
silicone device, right? And then you
Right,
have
okay.
like I don't know, maybe like various celebrities scented vagina soap
Oh.
that you add to said silicone device, and then you fuck it. You're already in the shower. You can just clean it right afterwards. Like you want.
You might just push it to $1 trillion.
it's not as cool though.
You want like like Katy Perry.
Because what you're selling
like-
right now, you're doing liquid soap. You're selling liquid soap. It has nothing to do with like the actual like. It's just soap
Well,
that
if
you
you
can
want-
put on
if
fucking
you want like a
anything.
Stevie
Like,
shaver,
why wouldn't you
it'll
just
come
put
in
that
a block
soap in
and you
your
have to
hand?
shave it off and then melt it. You know what I mean? So it's like more organic or whatever.
I think you ruined it.
I'm saying, like,
Imagine-
having a device that is, like, specifically to clean your hoodie up penis. Your, like,
People would
Kenny
fuck
from
it,
South
dude.
Park
People would fuck
penis.
If you made it shaped like a pussy, like I mean like a detailed puss. Like I'm not talking just a hole in the soap. That's corny.
Yeah, like
what is this even
3D
for?
printed.
Yeah, what am I hanging this on a hook? Like why is this in a hole? I want it to look like lips,
They could make it
dude.
shaped like that.
People
I'm
would
just
fuck
saying.
that.
If you fucked a jelly soap that had that, you could just fuck it until it didn't exist anymore. And I feel like Some people
No,
would
you're gonna
like
wear
that.
out the middle. Sides
That's
are
what
gonna
I'm
remain.
talking about.
But I think we talked about
Now
this.
you gotta just like, all of a sudden, like now you gotta wrap the jelly underneath to get the same amount of
It's
tightness.
a lot of work. Now we're doing a lot of work.
No, it comes with a sleeve. I thought it out already. It's a reusable one. It comes.
All right, reusable sleeve is sort of what I was already touching on.
Yeah.
Let's combine the two
We're
ideas.
close.
Let's talk about it.
You just gotta trim.
We're close.
the fat.
We're so close.
You gotta trim the fat.
Emphasis on the word trim. People would fuck it, man. I'm telling you. Even if we would just have to emphasize that there's no refunds, because there might be people that fuck it
honestly,
once and they're like, I hate
for
this.
the bit, I like it the best if you don't specify, because if you don't specify, then everybody just gets to think of their own version of what the most fuckable soap is.
But we're not trying to turn this into a bit.
funny.
We're trying to turn this into a
money-making
product.
We're trying to retire, alright, dude?
A
On the fuck
renewable
soap, okay?
product.
We're trying to retire on the fuck soap, dude, okay?
We
God
can
damn it.
only play the game as it has been set. So we need to make money.
I mean,
so
you
we
really
don't
need to
fucking
play D&D, man.
But I think I said this
You
last
need
time.
to get out. Sorry.
You're good. Now, I think
No, I'm talking as if a fucking
Sorry.
insane, profit-focused CEO, because that's how this fucking shit gets done.
gotta take
I'm
this serious,
saying
guys.
it's got to be renewable, and you have to retain your customer. You can come up with a subscription service where you get 4 different flavored pussies a month.
Flavored?
If you
maybe
commit to the
Is this also edible?
I don't hate
$19.99.
it. I don't hate it, dude.
If you
No.
commit to the
Brush your teeth also,
$19.99.
just
Soap that looks like a pussy but
Eat
doesn't
it out,
smell like a
brush
pussy.
Individually, they're all $9.
The mono,
But
dude,
if you pay the $21.99 a month, you get 4 a month.
the mono could be
Look at the savings.
soap that looks like a pussy but doesn't smell like a pussy. Thank God, in parentheses.
Or smells like a specific pussy.
maybe you are gay.
No, dude. No, let's no. Pussies are kind of.
Dude, I'm totally not
They
gay.
feel.
You're like pussies.
Don't bring up
you're like
Mark
pussies are
Norman.
gross. Everything everything else about them, other than that they're a hole, is gross.
Okay.
It's all gross.
So you
I
like
hate it.
cock? So you like cocks, right? Have you tell me you haven't smelled some gross smelling cocks in your
I
day?
have,
Oh
but
my
I don't
god!
think
In Texas,
about- I don't think
80% of the cocks you smell probably smell gross, right? It's hot out here.
Guys,
Look at
you know
those moist
what?
cocks out here.
Look,
The cocks in Texas stay
Here's
moist.
a little thing, like if you're here and
like an
it's
iron skillet.
Mexican
Well, yeah, a little
seasoning. There's picante sauce on there, dude. Dicante sauce on there.
Don't get them too dry. You gotta reseason them.
Gotta make sure you flip it. If you don't flip it enough times, it's gonna be too dry.
Oh god. Why that's so fucking funny to me.
yeah, no, like mostly not gross.
No, but there's some gross ones.
Well, of course.
My
But
first
I don't
girlfriend-
think, it doesn't make me think like, well, dicks are kind of gross, right?
Well, like vaginas.
I like the dicks of the people whose dicks I like.
Also, we could
like them
flip this in the
and-
other direction and have like a sanitizing gel that you put on your dildo. You know what I mean?
We don't need that shit though. We don't need that.
Tell me what that product wouldn't sell though.
It would sell, but it would mess people up because the vagina is a self-cleaning organ and you aren't supposed to put any fucking shit up there unless something is going wrong already.
Okay,
Like,
chlamydia changing dildo. Like
Yeah, okay.
Antibiotic
Or like maybe one of
dildo?
those like
Like-
you could get like
Disinfecting dildo.
a clitoris cleaner.
AIDS murdering,
That's just
double-ended
like
black
looks like
dildo.
a window washer, like one of those spinny things.
Oh come on, that should have gotten more from you guys.
Well, I
There's a
was-
lot going on at
I'm
once
sorry,
right now.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on.
AIDS curing, double-ended black dildo. Like this.
They already have an AIDS cure, dude. Magic Johnson's good, dude. They already have a cure.
Well, model it off of his dick.
Now that's an idea. Now I'm behind it. Okay, I can get behind that,
dude.
I can.
Have 2 sets of his balls smacking against each other.
Back to the dicks are gross, vaginas are gross. Like I think even straight dudes would admit though, like as much as we like vaginas, it's not the prettiest creature on earth.
Yeah.
And I don't think dicks are that pretty either. They're both pretty gross. They just make each other feel good.
I don't know.
My favorite's the butthole, to be honest.
Buttholes are dope. I'm with the butthole too.
I mean, even there's poop in there, but it just
I
looks
think
nice.
the vagina.
brown
I
star,
think the vagina is a beautiful creature. I think you guys are.
It looks like an alien's mouth.
Savages.
It looks like
I'm
an alien.
not a
It looks
fan
like
of
a flower.
any
It looks
genitals.
like bursting fruit.
Oh, it's
like,
an amazing creature.
like-
I'm just talking aesthetically. It's an amazing. It brings life on the earth. It's an amazing
I
thing.
love the vagina.
It's a great
aesthetic.
thing.
What?
It's
I
like,
don't understand.
it's like chewed gum.
Well, yeah, I've literally
It looks like chewed gum, partially. Not
on
even
my
fully
old
chewed.
on my old phone. I have a sculpture that I made of a vagina out of gum with my mouth without using my eyes. Like I just did it. I do that sometimes. Like
That's such a you thing to do.
I'll sculpt.
I'm such a woman that I made a vagina out of chewed gum because I know it's gross.
No, that's not. You don't get
I
to tell
did
me.
it
You
not
don't get me
even
to tell. You don't get to
looking.
tell me
Oh,
to
boy.
stop that.
Here
shit.
we go.
You don't get to tell me the
Here
because.
comes the domestic
It's
dispute,
because
folks.
I like chewing gum,
The
and I
domestic
like making.
dispute.
I also made. I've made several faces. I've made a taco and a burrito and a
Two different-
penis. I made a pretty excelente penis, dude. I put the lines in between on the balls. It had like the frenulum lines.
Damn.
I think I might have even put some veins on there, dude. You have no idea.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bump your foot.
It's-
But it's,
I won't give you a bump for that one.
It's fun though, because things, when you're making them in your mouth and you're using your like mind's eye, it's different from how it is when you see it. But you're doing the same thing like as if you would be doing this.
Didn't
but you
realize
don't
we
get
were
to see it.
gonna tackle.
I'm done. Anyway.
Oral sculpture, but
I've never heard of it before.
I don't know. I fucked a lot of dirty bitches. Maybe that's why I have. Maybe that's why I have a flawed view of the vagina. I've seen some gross ones in my day. There's good ones out there, and I've seen a couple good
not
ones.
all vaginas are made the same.
Not all vaginas are
And
created
you know
equal.
what?
And
I will say this.
Okay, go ahead.
I will say this. Motherfuckers that have absurdly pretty genitals, more times than not in my experience, have ended up being like, yeah, but like, look at that. You know what I mean?
Cocky
Kinda
about it. No pun
fuck
intended.
Everybody. No, it's like, also it happens with chicks where they just like have a little pink slit, but then they're like the worst human being and most psychologically terrorist person you ever.
It's like I don't have to be nice. Have you seen my pussy?
Yeah. Like I will always just get somebody with this, and then
These
like
lips don't
I would love to
These
be.
lips. These lips don't have to be nice because these lips are nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would love to be a fly on the wall for these fucking people. Cause like, you know, I'm like doing alright, but like I'm not like, you know, hey.
Prove it.
I feel like a rude awakening for
Prove
everybody,
it.
like getting their dicks to be as big as they wanted them to be, would be that like.
I'm
other
not
than the
even
size
there, and
things,
I can't like convince enough people to do butt stuff that makes me fully happy. So, you know,
Jesus, poor baby.
well, you know, chase your dreams, kids. But I would love to be a fly on the wall, though. Like, you know, the person that's just like, you know, has to tuck their dick into their sock or has like the most aesthetically pleasing vagina that you ever seen in your life. When
You
they're
think
like, when they're like old and like in a retirement home and getting like raped by like the orderlies, and that's
that part of the
all.
routine?
And that's all they have that's still valuable. And like, you get to just see them be like, oh god, oh no, ah fuck, and have like the existential dread like wash over them.
So wait, so all old people?
I didn't do anything in my life other than think my genitals were the hottest shit in the world, and now the universe has turned on me.
Yeah, nice pussy.
Too dark? Too dark for... Alright.
I feel like no pussy is nice forever, and neither is a dick, right? No pussy stays nice forever. When you're 78, those curtains are hanging, dude.
Well, but like, what if you're like, you've been a cunt about how big your dick is or how nice your pussy is your whole life, and then like you know, you never like settled down, you didn't have kids, and
Are you describing me right now?
no,
Without saying my name. You're secretly describing me.
your dick would have to be like really big.
It's pretty underrated. It's underrated, dude.
It's a nice move.
I think it's been mismeasured a few times. That's why it's and it's underrated.
My point is that it's not like, you know, like, and you're not a person that does this, but like we've all met him. Full disclosure, I was a little bit of a piece of shit about my genitals for quite some time. But then I'm getting older and I masturbate less and I have to I try to like meditate more and my dick's getting smaller.
What?
I don't use it as much.
You part Asian?
I don't care. No.
She must be like 1/8 Korean, nothing?
No, it's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. I don't know, at least that I've noticed. I didn't get like fat.
No.
But like, I just don't care as much anymore.
Yeah. You know how to work it.
It's like, anyway, the point is that like someone that's like my whole thrust is how cool my genitals are. Like that's like the basis of their entire personality. Like see them have like a horrific thing, and like, you know, like, and then this scenario and this weird thing that I may turn into a film or something now that I think about it. But like, you know, like they're like just cocksucker about how they treat people because they're like, oh well, whatever, I got the best shit in the world, and like never get like a family or whatever, and eventually like start to get dementia, and now they're like 84 and they've just like hurt everybody and got their own immediate satisfaction with how like good their dick and or pussy is. Like, should we make it a hermaphrodite? Is that hate speech?
I haven't met anybody
know.
like this. I think
I've seen a couple of French films that tried to tackle this and did it, or something like this, and did it so badly that it makes me hesitant, but I appreciate what you're saying.
I don't know. I just think it would be really funny if you did it as a goofy, like, you romp dark comedy.
Yeah, that'd be better. I feel like that'd be better.
And then
maybe like a little bit
like they're just obviously such an asshole piece of shit.
maybe they can
have,
find
like, such
maybe
the
they can
biggest
find
dick.
each other
Uh,
and not even be able to have sex, and just then they'll be like, okay, we
ooh,
can
is
just
that
like,
darker than like
we can
like
just grow
you being
old
a
together
fly on
and
the
it's
wall
actually
from them
okay.
being like raped by the orderlies? Because that's where I was going with the ending.
Oh, I was thinking like
I think of the darkest shit.
the wings like come to. I mean, it could be both if you want, but like they somehow interact with each other and they find this out about each
and the
other.
hottest dick dude
In the
world.
oldest, yeah.
And they're an old boy. Oh, maybe we
And
marry
they've
the
both
two
been
ideas.
lonely and like ruined all of their own relationships because of their fucking hubris.
And then they go to fuck, and
And they
because
can't.
they focus too much on their genitals and not leg day, they like at walking to go fuck each other, they break a hip and then fall on the
Just
ground.
like slowly die together, staring into each other's eyes,
And
like
can't
with like
even
blood.
fuck. Can't even fuck about it.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good. I am in favor of that.
Alright, I'm glad I got you guys to where I was going with it. Jesus.
I never met anybody like that though that like raves about how great their shit is. Maybe we just don't know. But
I
I'm
used to
friends with
brag
nice
about my
vaginas
penis
and
quite a
penises.
bit. And I think it maybe is a little karma, you know, because I used to brag about it a lot. And I was also very malnourished and had like 7% body fat for forever. Now I definitely do not have 7% body fat.
I've never bragged about I've bragged about my tits. I have bragged about my tits, which I got my comeuppance when I gained a bunch of weight, and I was like, oh my god, now they're even bigger and more awesome. And then I lost the weight. I lost like 40 pounds, and they were like, and I was like, well, fuck. Like, I've just always had really nice tits since the time that I was like 11, and now they kind of suck, and people like make fun of them and shit. Like, fuck me, dude. It sucks. Because people comment about it. Like,
Fuck 'em.
they don't. It's not like I don't know. Like people won't necessarily stare at your dick or like make a comment about like your pussy.
We wish they would.
I don't know.
We wish they
maybe
would.
they do. I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say
I don't have one.
The thing
so I'm just saying, like people feel licensed for some reason if you're wearing just like a shirt.
You can be
make
like
comments about it.
all right. Here's what I'm gonna say about it. You can be like, ah, shit, my tits used to be awesome. Now they're like not so awesome. Doesn't like it takes a real fugly tit. A real dog's breakfast, if you will.
But I don't
Real
know
udder.
because I always was
for a
person
dude
that-
to while he's like about to have sex with you to be like,
I've seen.
But I don't. I want to know that
I've
it's.
done it.
I want to know that it's better
I've
than
been there
dog's
too, but
breakfast,
like,
man.
and
I want it
also
to be better than dog's breakfast, man.
So
that's fair. Your
Shit.
tits are miles better than dog's breakfast.
Thank you.
But however, if the dick is not exactly up to the girl's standards, I feel like it happens way more often where she's just like, "Aw," and then the dude goes and fucking kills himself.
I've
You know what
never.
I mean?
I don't understand that at all. I'm not. Whatever kind of woman you're thinking about or talking about right now.
Most.
I'm not, and I'm not just like, oh, pick me. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand it. I don't understand it because, like, I really don't.
No.
Because I choose in my partners like people that I like and I want to be closer to and intimate with, and like in some kind of way. However, like spur of the moment, it might be like I'm not gonna be like, like what the fuck is that? Like, just go masturbate. If you're gonna be a dick,
That's what I do.
like if you're gonna be mean to somebody about their genitals, like you're not willing to like throw the dice on that, then go find somebody
There
that you
are a
can
lot
see the outline of their dick in their pants and you can see how big it is, and then just go for that and don't subject somebody to the bullshit of like that kind of thing. It's like if somebody took off their push-up bra and their titties were smaller than you thought they were going to be. Can you imagine being somebody who is like I guess I can. I know they do because I've interacted with dudes like that. But like, it doesn't make it cool.
But
it makes it gross. I'm trying to normalize it.
I don't think that's most guys.
I'm trying to normalize it being gross by equating that demographic of guys with that demographic of girls, because I think until you have the sex or whatever the kind of thing is that you want to have, and you can be like, you can be like, nope, but you don't have to be a dick about it.
Or
you can always I feel like as a woman or a man in whatever kind of relationship, you can always.
I think so, but I would like you to say.
You can always no. I want to hear it. Just
Sorry.
give me a second. You can always change your mind. That I feel like is one of the most important parts of consent that does not get talked about very much. Is you can always change your mind. Like literally in the middle of whatever, unless you have some kind of safe word, like closer, intimate relationship worked out. Like you can always be like, hey, no, stop. Hey, I'm uncomfortable. Hey, I don't like this. Like, always. At any point. Fucking mid-thrust. Don't care.
This is really funny right now.
It's like a commercial for consent. Make sure you're gonna consent, kids. That's the moral of the story.
I've listened to a lot of the people talking about
I'm just
it.
like blown away by your comedic prowess. It's really gross.
Regular Janine Garofalo over here. So let's get back to weird shit. Even though we were listening.
Wait, no, I really wanted that to hit harder than it did, but it's fine that it didn't.
What is the slurping? Is that symbolizing something? I'm confused.
No, she just gets mad when I do a really good joke.
Excuse me.
Peas and cigarettes again, and we'll be back. Alright, and we're back. And so, we've decided to do with the rest of the podcast is talk some shit for a little bit longer, and then we're going to watch Anthony's Kill Tony set.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like a band-aid. We're just gonna fucking yank it off. This kind of shit never looks as good when you watch it on TV. I swear it went pretty good.
We're not gonna watch it on the pod and give like a moment by moment reaction because I am bad at this.
Check out our Patreon.
I'm not very good at doing this. So I don't have the technical capabilities to pull that off. However, what I will give you is that when we decide we're going to switch over, I'll tell you that we're doing so, and then be like, hey, now we're back and we're going to talk about it. Because that's about as good at this thing that I am. So what were we talking about before?
So we're getting away. So I'm confused. So we're not going to watch the pod now, or watch Kill Tony now.
We're gonna talk shit a little bit,
and then we're gonna watch.
And
okay.
then,
Yeah.
and then
we'll talk about it afterwards.
Do you like?
Because I'm not very good at things.
under that jersey?
No.
Is that comfy?
Pretty comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Why?
cool?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know, cause I see that material.
Do we need to give you like a sweater?
What the fuck? No, I'm good. I'm fine, guys. What the fuck?
No, I was.
Like, do you need some PJs? Do you need yourself some more PJs?
You want some hot chocolate?
You look like you need some comfy PJs.
Anyway. We had to wear this high performance material when I was in band.
This is low performance.
Is it low performance?
Very low performance. The lowest possible performance
But
you can get.
the high performance material sucked a lot of times. I'd be like, can we just have cotton? Because like the high performance, it would deal well with sweat, but like it would be unpredictable in the amount of layers that you had it in, or how humid the air was would affect like how it dried. I'd be like, just if you just give me cotton, I at least know what it's gonna be like. But like now I got all this other weird breathable, semi-breathable wicking, but it'll wick out to something that then like sweats back on you in your shit. I don't know. I was just curious.
Yeah. No, this is comfy.
Well, yeah, okay.
This comfy as fuck.
Cool.
I'm chilling over here. This is perfect, actually. You guys are great hosts, though. Great host / hostess. I'll tell you.
How good was the food earlier?
Pretty dank. I haven't even farted once.
Yo!
I haven't even farted once, dude. Usually you eat that kind of food, goes straight through you. When you eat it here at the Chateau, Dave and Stevie, it's nothing but top notch. Holy fuck. 5 stars.
I haven't farted either.
5 stars. Not one
I
fart.
farted out all my farts from the other stuff that I ate, and then I haven't. Wow, that low carb shit.
You see what I mean?
What?
You see what I mean?
What the fuck?
Try it, folks.
Man.
I've farted like easily 12.
It's so weird. And it's weird. Every time we fart,
Maybe you have a different diet that you need. You're like, oh, I love your face going stony and then sardonic immediately. That was cute.
Great.
Ooh, sorry. I don't know. I'm not finding it for you, like, but maybe your body needs some different shit.
No, I think that was my body being like, oh, all of this whiskey's got to. We're just like peeling it off
maybe,
into
yeah.
the air.
Maybe you're detoxing through your butt farts.
No, I also have IBS, which is like, I'm gonna fart. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen. Do I shit
You should be
myself?
the flatulist. I thought it would be one of us.
The flatulist.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I do have almost like an uncomfortable amount of farts and shits a day.
You make them sing for me sometimes. I think you'd be good at it.
How did we get back to poop? Did poop save the podcast?
That would be twice. Ironically, that'd be the second time that poop saved the podcast.
Hey.
No, it's a real thing. Anthony, have I told you about how, like, irritable bowel syndrome I am? I'm, like, bad.
I think we've talked about it.
Yeah.
I think we've covered
I
it.
think you cannot.
On an average day,
Sounds
I
like
should...
Poop or talk about pooping.
Yeah, you can't keep it in. Let's just say you can't keep it in.
I'm a grown up. I can fucking keep it in. Most of the time. Most.
We're among friends here. It's okay. I get it.
No, legitimately, on like an average day, I shit like 7 times.
Damn, that's a lot of shits in one day.
And most of the time,
I pray for your toilet.
They're like, well, I mean, the toilet's not gonna get. It's when like I'm dehydrated that it's a problem for the toilet, because that's when shit stinks.
My toilet's earning its money, dude. That toilet here, when Stevie's is earning
Better
its
call
money.
Mario.
The rest of the
Or
time,
Luigi.
it's basically like just peeing out of my butthole.
I mean, we've all been there, man.
Have we?
Sometimes I shoot out of my
He's
pee
just
hole.
there like most of the time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
Is that something
god.
you see a doctor about? What?
Oh my
I
god.
understand. Not healthy. It's not natural. This is how you learn.
I
This is how you
don't know.
learn.
I don't know.
I
I'm
get a lot
scared.
of blood
I'm scared.
too. Also I get a lot of blood. It's fine.
Oh, boy.
What?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not natch.
No.
Oh no, it's because I have like a thing.
Kidney stones.
Butt kidney stones? Is there butt kidney stones?
No.
No.
There's
Oh,
not.
you're talking
It's
about out your
IBS.
butt? Ah.
I've never peed blood out of my dick, and I've
Okay,
had
that's good. That's
like
pretty cool.
impressive
Okay.
kidney stones. My dick's fine.
Oh my god. Yeah, ladies of YouTube. Okay, he's fine. Jesus Christ.
My
Move on.
dick's totally okay. It's fine.
God damn.
That would only be a small loss
Fucking
anyway.
narcissus over here. Let's move on.
This is a fucking It's Always Sunny callback. Where it's
What
like,
was
oh,
it to
'cause he only fucked me, but yeah, but he like bit his dick, and my dick's fine, you know.
Oh, yeah, so you were being Dennis. I knew you were being Dennis. I don't like Dennis.
All right, bird. You fucking bird.
He's saying you don't exist. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That makes all right.
That's fucked up, Dave. Goddamn low blow, dude.
Anyway, I pee out of my butt all the time.
At
And
least you don't butt out of your pee.
what the fuck just that?
That's,
I don't know, but it doesn't sound great.
Is that a Shakespeare quote? Be honest. Is that Shakespeare?
I
think she stole that from
It
Shakespeare,
might
dude.
be. It might be. It could be.
That's stolen.
I don't know that it's not.
Stolen valor. For why? Don't ask me.
Why is Shakespeare the only one who gets to make up words, dude? I make up words all the fucking time. I guess I just have to, like, win the hearts of the whole world. Probably after my death, and maybe I was two people. Fucking
I was gonna say Edgar Allan Poe also made up words, but
he did,
Dr.
but not as
Seuss?
prolifically.
Dr. Seuss.
Words.
Made up a lot of words.
God, is that who we are as people?
What's that?
Shakespeare,
Word maker
Poe,
uppers.
Seuss.
Maybe.
That's pretty funny.
I seem the most doctorly of the three of us, obviously. Obviously. That goes without discussion. No discussion required.
My dad met Dr. Seuss. He
That's wild.
read at a library in the elementary school, like the library. My dad was a little kid, and my grandma was like, "Let's go get you educated."
Did he talk like the book? Your dad met him in his-
dude. I
That's
don't
right. He
know.
talks just like the book.
I
That'd
need
be
you
so
to have
annoying,
dinner
dude.
with my dad and
That'd be
ask
so
him.
annoying.
It seemed like he was just like some guy who wanted to read his books, and my dad was like, "Okay, I'm sitting here, whatever. I guess I'll listen for a minute."
Yeah, your dad's talking to him and he's like looking for a tip. He's like, the tip's not in my wallet. It's not in my sock. It's not in my shoe. It's not under that rock. And the fucking waitress is like, what the fuck, man?
He's like, hey,
I got
what do
shit to
you
do, bro. I got
That
shit
would
to
be-
do.
That would rock. He's like, well, I don't want to pay my bill, so can you suck my cock?
Now he's a legend. Right? If he said that to her, totally redeemed himself if that's the case. Jesus, bro. That was clever. Holy fuck.
I just tried to keep rhyming with the shit you already said. So
It broke out into a fucking rap bar. I liked it. Turned into a rap bar.
Rabba.
Oh god, dude.
all right.
Oh, two characters I have on the show with me. I'll tell you. Got some
Well,
characters.
it's a cast of characters. The cast of characters, which will be back
Cast of three.
We're watching the fucking Kill Tony.
in a
The
moment.
moment of truth.
Because we're gonna watch Anthony's set.
This lovely man.
To be clear, I asked him if he wanted to do this, and he was like, well, let's fucking just go. You know, let's fucking go. And,
that doesn't mean my balls aren't in my throat, because they are. This is where my testicles are currently sitting. They're right about in this region.
Yeah, that was
I'm
that
nervous,
just
dude.
beefs out the neck, you know?
Nervous, dude, a little bit. But let's get it done like a band-aid. Let's yank it off. Let's watch this fucking thing.
Yank it.
Then we'll tune back in.
Twist it. Bop it.
Okay, cool. Squad, we'll be back.
Nervous, bro. Let's get it over with. Fuck. Fucking fuck, dude. It's never as good as you think it is. You know what I mean? I think
In my experience, it's never been as good as you think it is. Anyway, cool. Now we're gonna turn it off.
Fast.
it's lightning.
And we are back.
We going no light skis on this one?
What?
Going no Lizzies?
Oh, I'll do it.
And we're...
This is the dim lighting.
I got it.
This is the dimly lit portion of the podcast. We're setting the mood towards the end.
No, it's not.
We like to set the mood towards
Turns
the
out
end.
it's not even that. All right.
And we're back.
How do you feel about it?
I would say I did decent. I wouldn't say I bombed, and I wouldn't say I killed. I would say I did decent.
I would do like a bump up from decent.
Yeah.
I would say good. I think you did good.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
I think you did good too.
Thank you.
I do think that in the interview portion of your debut Kill Tony experience, you got stepped on a little bit. And I think some of the funny shit you said was in that portion of the thing.
Yeah, they should have listened to you more, dude. They were listening to each other and like...
But their job is to
trying
roast you.
jerk off.
Yeah, but that's their fucking job. They're trying to
Yes.
roast you.
Yes.
That's their goal, is they want to be able to
But like,
roast you.
if they ask you a question and then they don't fucking listen to the answer, like, if you say some funny shit and they don't catch it, like, kind of their loss a little bit.
Yeah, but it's their fucking
I agree. I mean, you know, and it's a live podcast or
It's a
whatever.
little-
you know,
I don't know. Well,
But-
clicky.
I will say, I just watched Anthony Moan comedy.
Anthony
Plug there. All right.
It makes it gay when you snap. It was cool, and she's made it like a gay poetry slam event. I'm just kidding. Slam poetry event. I'm just kidding. Come on.
I'm just trying to support you guys.
You're a good supportive friend, and I respect the shit out of it.
East
do.
West gay.
One thing I will say too, doing a minute very hard. I feel like it kind of killed the momentum of my set. I feel like the setup was good. I had a couple good punches, and then I started to slow down, and then it stopped before I get to the last punch, which was tough.
Yeah,
The 1
so-
minute is hard.
You ran the
Cat meow.
yeah,
I wish I
Yeah.
did.
which is the light basically.
Yeah.
And it's weird, man. This is weird about Kill Tony, and I do think that it is like oddly specific to a certain kind of comedy. Like I've watched people do like 6-7 minutes, and they're just building, and no one likes them. You know, they're building. And then at like minute 8, they break the audience because everything they've been building now all of a sudden makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're just getting laugh on laugh on laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen
know,
you do that shit. I've seen you do that shit.
Well,
I know that's not like necessarily what you're trying to go for, but you can make that happen.
yeah, you build to when you break them, you know. And I don't think, and this is the thing that I thought about Kill Tony. Thank you for having me. I would love to work with you. I don't think it is a very good platform for all styles of comedy.
If that makes sense, can you imagine that guy? Has he gone on Kill Tony? I don't remember his name. Whatever. I won't call him out. But like, he would have to be already set up, or else his setup would like.
Oh yeah.
He would be getting the meow when he was just starting
Funny
to
lips.
do his shit. You know?
We'll call it as Instagram. Funny List. Shout out.
And he's hilarious and
Or humorless.
confusing
I think it's humorless.
and amazing.
Dude, and he's incredible,
So
but you
good.
have to sit in
But
it
like you
for a
couldn't,
while,
yeah,
and then
you
it
gotta,
turns
like,
everything.
get on board. And I think you're right. I think it's just not for some styles of comedy because that wouldn't work.
But let's talk to the real Tony.
Real Anthony, yeah. He doesn't even call himself Anthony anymore. He's so far removed.
Too many fucking
From his
Tonys.
heritage.
Am I right? There's too fucking many.
That's
That's
the
why
only-
I don't do that fucking
That's
shit.
the
There's
first
too
time.
many of those greasy fucking pizza flipping, wife hitting. No, I'm just kidding. Tonys.
No, what I will say
Okay,
about
Anthony.
Kill Tony is that I feel like it gets a little bit too. I think you've said this before. Is a little bit too variety show. Post the set.
Well, they just
Like,
don't.
oh, have you been raped?
They
Well,
don't
they care-
ask for
yeah,
that.
they care a lot
if
more.
Yeah.
About the interview. The interview means a lot more to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like if you do a really good job in your set, then it gives them like a jumping off point. But also, like if you do really bad with your set, it gives them a jumping off point. If you do really whatever, it gives them a jumping off point, and they can take it wherever they want. Like, oh,
Yes.
what do you like? What's the weirdest thing that you've ever done with a girl? Or like, what's your darkest secret? Or what do you do for a living? Like, what's your special skill? Like, that's cool. All those questions are cool, but I feel like maybe comics are just dumb, but like they don't. You don't, and me too, like, I'm thinking about my minute, and I think that's what they want. They want you to think about your minute and focus on your minute. And so they make that be, like, the most important part, and, like, the sign-up is, like, all chaotic and, like, intense every time. And that's probably intentional, too.
I don't think that's intentional. I think
it might just be everybody doing their best. I'm not calling out any of the employees that have helped me out. I think you guys are super great. I'm just saying, like a lot of the, like, that part of it is so orchestrated. It feels like they're looking for certain things, and it makes me think a little bit uncomfortably of like big ticket American reality shows, but like settled down way more. Like oh no, it's not like that. It's different and like cooler. But we're still gonna make you feel bad about some stuff, or give you the golden ticket to go do this shit for real. And it's like kind of one of those two. Or they can be like, hey man, try again, or like, oh yeah, no, we'll get you on this like medium-sized opportunity that we have. And that's like that format is very like American reality show-ish. They do that shit. They do that. They have the one like I'm talking like
Is this the
American
podcast
Idol?
that ruins our?
This is where it all falls apart, dude.
Oh, sorry. Oh, is this flagged? Flagged. Sorry. Joe Rogan flagged. Sorry. Shit.
It's like
sorry.
poop saved the podcast, but the talk of reality shows ruined it.
I'm sorry. I think I'm right, but I'll shut up.
kidding.
I'll
I'm just-
shut
I
up.
don't
No,
think
I'll
you're
shut up.
wrong, but here's what I'll say. I don't think you're wrong. However, I do think that you've been doing this for 9 months.
No, yeah, no. Fuck do I know?
So that's it.
I mean, fuck do I know? Hey, you can be a dick about it, but I already would have said that. You have me on this podcast because you want to hear my opinions, or no? Then why? You don't really want me to have
What
me say
accent
that, like
are
what?
you doing?
It's confusing
Now it's
me
turning
too.
into a party. It's turning into a party, guys.
I don't know. Everybody always used to ask me that shit. Like, why are you talking like that? Why are you saying those words? I don't fucking know. I don't know. God damn it.
Man, being the sober guy is wild, I'll tell you. It's always wild to be the sober guy, dude.
Sober
Well,
guy.
the guy only smokes weed. You know what I mean? The non-alcohol.
Delta 8.
What?
Delta 8.
Oh, Delta 17.
Delta 17
It's the new shit.
D1.
Yeah.
The third.
Coolest
Delta 14.
Lemon fork.
Delta 26.
How do you feel about that
About what?
appearance that you just were on?
Well, we said it already. I said, remember I was like, I did decent, and you said you thought I did good. I don't know. It's like I said too. When you're on,
Like, make more words.
when you're on
He's
stage,
like, okay.
but when you're on stage, like for instance, like I told everybody this set went good, and I think it did go good, but it almost didn't look like it went that good on the recording. Like my first couple jokes hit, but it's almost like sometimes when you got like a decent laugh, it sounds like no laugh almost. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know, I'm not saying the joke killed. I'm not an idiot, but like. It got more than it sounded like it got, kind of in the, and I guess that's what they all say, but it's true.
No, you know? It's not. It's. I mean, like, especially with like that many people, there's a like I had some of the room. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I could tell you did.
Yeah.
From like moment.
And you definitely did, because you also like when you would just like riff in the interview, like the room
was warmer than the panel
you.
was.
Well, the panel's job is to be
warmer
warm,
than the
though.
panel
But
was, and that bothered me a little
the
bit.
panel's
because
job is to not
the
be
room
warm.
was like, oh, we like this guy. Oh, he's nice, and they're like, you're the most fucking unlikable
That's their
guy.
job,
Like,
but that's their job, dude.
I know, but like,
I mean,
isn't their job also to read the room and respond accordingly?
Not
Like they
those
could
guys.
because they could have fucking drummed it up.
They want to
could've
roast
fucking-
it so bad.
Well, yeah, but they could have done that shit and drummed a
Like,
room
mine
up at
really
the
was-
same time. If they'd been smart, they would have done both at the same time. Because then the people who were already into you would have been like, yeah, and the people who were into everybody on the panel would have been like, yeah, and then that's how you get a crowd going. Like, if they could have fucking washed that room with you.
But
they decided to be petty bitches.
Their main goal
instead.
of Kill Tony is for them to roast the shit out of you. That's literally like the purpose of the show. They want you to get shot.
I just
of course,
honestly,
but
like,
the main focus is they want to be able to
I
roast the
wish
shit
they
out of
had
this
done
retard.
a better job at roasting you.
Yeah,
honestly,
they were light on me. Honestly,
I would
seriously,
like if I
they
was
were
on
light
a
on me.
panel with you, like you. I mean, not if I was like deciding your career. I would be nicer, but like if I was on a panel and we were just like buds, like roasting, I would fucking eviscerate you to the best of my ability. Probably wouldn't do that good of a job because I'm not very good at roasting, but I would like try my best.
You've seen how sad she's made me for just this pod, so pretty good. She's actually.
Women are natural roasters, aren't they, dude? they're experts at tearing you down. So I'm sure she tried.
But
yeah. They're never like.
I would
nice
eviscerate you
without
like
meaning.
for like in a cool way
Of
where you
course.
could learn something from
That's
it.
their job, dude. Their job is to roast you. That's
But
literally what
not
they're
in
out
a
there for.
dumb way. Like
They
I felt
were
like
light on me, dude.
like
I'm telling you.
with your set, I felt like I was at Poke the Bear, and it was like the team that was the most vocal was like the ones that like weren't funny, really. But like they say some shit out loud, you know, because they think it's gonna be like cool. And then you don't have to agree with me because I know you want to like get in good with these people, and I you know you guys are great. I appreciate all the opportunities that you're giving comedians very much, but also I am also a comedian, so I don't feel bad about making fun of your stuff that I think is funny. Make fun of my stuff that you think is funny. Fucking whatever. I don't care. I don't care.
So now that Stevie has ruined all of our prospects.
Sorry.
Glad you said it. No,
now that she's like, hey, I've been doing comedy for like as a whim to a guy I like. I'm just gonna
Edit this shit
destroy
out.
years
Edit
of
this
progress.
shit out. Is that how easy it is though to ruin it? To be like, hey, this is kind of dorky.
Yeah, all you'd have
Really?
to say is
That's
be like,
it?
these brews are not from being drunk. You know.
I don't even have any bruises. Well, I probably do. Oh yeah, I do. I totally do.
There it is.
This podcast is slowly turning.
But not from Dave. Because I'm just clumsy.
Can we clip that? Can we clip that? Let's clip that.
Not from Dave. I try to make it clear in my comedy too.
I would like, hey, as I'm sure you, the audience, would
Jesus
like
Christ.
to get back to. So you feel like I feel like you had a good set that the audience didn't respond to as well as they could have.
Oh.
And then I feel like you had probably a better interview than I had on the last Kill Tony appearance that I had. Because they didn't talk to me for like half the time. They were like, oh, we're going to talk to these like dykes in the audience or whatever.
In their defense, chatting with dykes is pleasant. It can be an underrated good time.
I'm glad you had
If
that
they
experience.
self-identify as dykes, then they're probably some of the cool ones. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I'm like the whatever most talented comedian, which is what he said about me on the previous thing. But then he abandoned it to like do a thing that I do think that happens with Kill Tony, where it's like, oh well, we have to like.
Oh boy.
He's got to keep the circus going, you know?
It's a pro wrestling. That's what Kill Tony's like. There's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah, if you don't like start a beef or something and you just have dope jokes, like who gives a shit? He's trying to like create Fight Club comedy.
I'm sorry, I was trying
the
to stay
joke
quiet because I didn't want to throw off your.
If the punchline doesn't work, you get punched in the face.
Like, what if you're both in the ring?
If the punchline
and
doesn't
like
land,
whoever
the punch
gets
will.
cheered for the most gets
Let
like a
it
hit
be
in.
known right now that, and Rick, I like you a lot, but because Hans has been very nice to me, if I get on Kill Tony again,
Oh boy.
I will be taking Rick Diaz on as a competitor. Because, hold on. I'm gonna do some Chris Farley-esque
Oh
shit right
boy.
now.
Oh boy. He's like, how do I gain 180 pounds really quick?
Yeah, I know. Look at him mold his face around. There it is.
If you want to come at me, or my boy, Hans, get him! Rick Diaz, you better come straight.
Oh boy. Alright. This is a commercial for alcohol abuse.
I'm pretty.
That's what this is.
Hey, you know, yeah, I'm pretty good at impressions. So, Rick Diaz, hey, there you go. All right, well, and the moon over here. Well, don't you think you're that funny? Why am I getting somewhere in between?
I don't know where you're trying to go,
It's like
baby.
Christopher
I'm just
Walken.
trying to follow you
It's Chris
there,
Walken
man.
and
I
Chris
don't know
Farley.
what the fuck, man.
That's what it sounds like.
This shit.
Farley's
shit.
still in my head a little bit, but I was trying to do like a Norm, and I think I got like between a Chris Walken and a Norm.
Norm Farley Walkington.
Whoa! Hey, clip it. Rick Diaz. Wow. You know, for the fun of the game. I'll fight you with a better minute than you could ever write. Only to
back my boy, Hans Kim. Whoa.
Oh God. What the fuck's going? Where do we take this weird laugh that we took, dude? Where did it
I
happen?
don't know. But clip it, I suppose.
Clip it. Hey, one of our secretaries. Hey, the secretary.
They can clip it, you know.
The cute one with the bangs.
No, I found it.
They
found it. Yeah, it's fine.
We don't
It's
have any
fine.
secretaries.
You know, we don't. We don't need secretaries there. We don't have. Right along the old comedy. All right, comedy strip. We don't. All right. Yeah.
How do you have so many lemons in your drink?
Clips.
You got like 8 lemons in there. Where's all
gives
my
you
lemons?
Well, see, the thing is, I had. See, the thing. Yeah, all right. See, the thing I had is, I had a drink, you know, and I put a lemon in, and then, you know, then I put more ice and more booze, and I put another lemon in it.
I'm lemon jealous.
And it turns out she's lemon jealous. You know, this is wow. You know.
Oh God. Usually we film earlier in the day for the pod. Maybe that's the move.
Anthony's like, hey, can I go home, please?
Usually earlier in the day.
We're like, no, we're not done.
They're different people.
You stay.
Well, you guys
stay.
know Stevie and Dave are different people.
You
Once
stay.
it gets past 12:30, dude. So.
We're still going. We gotta hit at least 4
There's
hours.
those friends you just want to chill with in certain windows. You know what I mean? And then when those windows are over, it's like, I'll see you at the next window, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. So
But can I make you wanna fuck me?
Oh my
too late,
God,
dude. This part making me
You
nuts. You're undoing
slut.
it. You're undoing
What
it,
are you
dude.
doing?
Oh, yeah, hey.
Oh no, it's cute. It's okay.
Hey, he's wanting to get out of here, you know.
Into where?
Italians, yeah.
He's got to go in. Oh, how you doing, man?
There it is.
Boom. You never know who's going to pop in here on the podcast. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. You never really know, dude.
That was actually Michael Jackson.
I knew he wasn't dead. I fucking knew it, dude.
He was in South America for a long time, but I've been talking to him online for a while.
South America is cute kids. I don't
And
blame
I
you.
told him that the comedy scene was like getting started more in Austin, and if he like needed a place to crash.
And he was like, cool, baby. Can I bring my best friend Hitler along? He's been down here with me the whole time. Oh.
Yeah, Tupac actually.
They were like, yes,
Tupac's coming
absolutely.
too.
And that actually,
We will absolutely come there.
Yeah.
that actually explains
Tupac's actually coming too.
that actually explains all the Amber Alerts too. All the kids missing. Michael Jackson's back.
Yeah.
It makes sense, dude. That explains all the Amber Alerts.
I don't have a confident Tupac impression.
You don't have to. You just let it ride.
No, we need one more good one.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, then think of somebody else. Maybe Elvis. Elvis is still alive, for sure.
Pretty good.
Sex it up a little more. Military it up first.
He's deep. Elvis is deep.
Military it up.
I got
Deep it down.
I love Johnny Elvis.
No, you gotta sex it up.
Downsy? Is that Downsy?
You gotta not do.
I
You gotta.
prefer to leave you guys with
Batman?
no more. Probably.
That's Down syndrome. Are you doing it?
Influenced all of her comedy.
Jim Carrey.
The more realistically.
Someone who's not all there.
No. I want to see Jim Carrey doing Elvis. Can you show me that?
All right.
I think you can.
Yeah,
but maybe pause.
Probably
first.
doing.
Maybe pause
for the end of the podcast tonight.
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh boy.
He's
A lot of teeth. A lot of teeth.
It's a lot. No, he's got the jaw though. Okay, well then.
Is there something wrong with your neck? Is it a neck issue? Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta limber that shit up.
Oh. Wait. I feel like. Do I need to like put my? Hold on.
Oh no. No.
Oh,
No.
boy.
No.
Oh,
No.
boy.
You gotta work it more in the hips or don't do that.
This is gonna turn into an intervention. That's what this is gonna turn into, dude. Dave, the way you act affects us in the following ways.
You ain't nothing but a cow bomb.
Ain't nothing but a what? I think it's hound dog. Is it cow bong?
Yeah, nothing but a cow bong.
Nothing but a cow bong, dude. Alright. It's like a little Down syndrome, a little coke in the gums. If you're Downsy and you're gumming cocaine, is that what's happening?
Alright, well, we can't leave on that being the thing.
He will not allow it. It would not be good for him.
I don't blame him.
I understand.
I don't blame him, dude, at all.
I'm sorry. I love you so much.
Yeah.
I really do.
How do you want to end it? What's the pivot from what's this happened?
Let's see. I'll give you 3 options.
Too many.
I'm gonna do ones that I'm kind of not great at, because I think that's funny. Matt Damon, Edward Norton, Brad Pitt.
These are people.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
What about him?
He's
You
gonna
gotta-
do
you gotta vote.
impression
You gotta vote.
as the end of this podcast. That's what's
So we're
happening.
ending on an
right
impression?
now,
It's happening?
Apparently. If you want, if
Last
you pull
time we
your shit
ended
out
on
right
your
now,
accent.
you want to do Bulgarian?
All right.
What's one that you want to tell people? Because then just talk to him in that accent, and then he can do that accent,
Oh,
and you guys can both have that shit, and it's gonna be fine.
You guys are crazy.
What have you been trying to do? You
I don't know.
Estonian?
You guys can't even speak right. You guys aren't even speaking like normals anymore.
That's a country.
Like girl.
No, it's not.
I was
It's
just
Like
thinking.
girl. Well, seriously, what do
I
you
was
want to
gonna
hear?
say I thought it would be funny if you told him what accent you wanted to hear in the accent that you wanted to do. Because you do
This
accents
is not the
really
same
well.
thing that I signed up for.
Aw,
You still doing the Matt Damon
welcome
thing?
to life.
Matt Damon,
Brad Pitt.
Edward Norton,
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Wait,
I was hoping you were
Yes.
gonna say it in the accent.
I'll do both.
What? What you didn't tell me? Alright.
Whoa, where is it? Anthony, did you come here to do a fucking podcast? Yeah. You came here to this space. Yeah, I know you came here. You came right here. Hey, no, don't you fucking not look at me. What the fuck? You came here. Hey.
What is
Yeah.
wrong with you, dude?
You came here. Yes, you did.
What are you doing?
Yes, you did.
What the fuck?
You came here to do a podcast. Right?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
sad but true.
Fuck.
Yes. You.
Somebody like
Yes. Anthony.
smartphone
You,
the location
yes,
of
came here to do. We came here to do podcasts. right? You know,
That's one way to describe it.
is that one way to
Confused,
describe
perhaps, not scared.
Do you need like a later Brad Pitt, or do you want an early '90s fucking pod? Did you come here to do a podcast?
I'm not sure anymore.
I'm not sure.
I'm just not sure.
You're not sure. Brad Pitt is. You know, we know he's not sure. He just knows he is hot. He is. Does a lot of that stuff.
I know, I'm not a pussy, guys. I'm not scared, more just confused.
You
That's all.
said Edward Norton.
That's what I said.
Anthony. Edward Norton, you know. He's so
Get
much
it?
better.
Tighter.
He's so much better
Tighter.
at anybody doing acting
Nope.
today.
Too tight.
He's so much better than that, you know. Does he have sad, saggy cheeks? Yes, he does. But
Too nasal.
I appreciate the feedback.
I love Edward Norton to fucking death.
Oh, God.
I'm not I would like for you to be able to do a better
She's like, you don't
Edward
insult Edward Norton like that,
Norton.
alright?
No. It's not like that.
No, she's right.
He's
right.
getting
She's
closer.
She's 100% right.
He's getting closer.
Edward Norton is actually he's more intellectual. He's
Isn't he British?
he is not.
What? Where the fuck is he from?
He's a little kid from
LA?
Baltimore, and
What a
and
sweetie. Yes, yes.
he's a little
No,
sad.
Yes.
Yeah,
Deepen it a little because he's older now.
Well, he's
Deepen it in the throat.
He's gone through some things.
So good
He's
directing,
gone
dude.
through some things. And
Hell yeah.
he doesn't really care
I'm
for
so
your
glad.
direction either. But he's been a director. He's slumming it here on this podcast.
A little bit less of
All right, you do a fucking impression.
I thought I was gonna. You got to a really fucking awesome Edward Norton. I was just trying to refine it a little bit. I wasn't trying to critique your ass.
Boy.
I thought I was like, oh, I could take this guy to the
woman I've ever
movies.
met has and told me they found a really good Edward Norton.
But Ed's not out there, man. He's not out there.
I thought it was amazing. I wasn't trying to tell you were doing bad. I thought we were playing back and forth, and you were like taking things that I was saying because I really like linguistics, and I thought that was just a thing that was going on. That's all. But I'm not good at speaking it.
2 more.
Everything's like, why am I here?
No, that's alright. No, you guys are fun. You're just really drunk, dude. That's all. When you're really drunk, you're crazy.
You just don't drink.
You guys are crazy.
And also, we smoked a little bit of Delta 8.
More stoned than I am drunk.
Alright,
Delta
that's
8
you guys. You
is
guys are fun.
perfectly legal currently in this, as this podcast is being published, legal thing.
Don't be sorry, you're fine. Come on, you guys are good. This has been a roller coaster of emotions, folks. Seriously. It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Not a bad way.
Roller coaster shit.
Roller coaster shit. That's what I was thinking.
Roller coaster inches.
Roller coaster instance. That's what's going to be my next thought. That's so weird.
Oh, wow.
Anthony, that's one way to say it.
Say another
You
line.
gotta talk to her about it.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
It's got. Well, I feel like I'm doing to you.
Somebody Italian. Somebody who's Italian. An Italian American person.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Nailed it.
Definitely
Dude.
somebody who is Italian.
A greasy
I
person.
don't know who it is, but it's probably a pretty good job.
Well, I can do a completely different one that probably everyone that is watching Mint Mobile ads. Anthony Ryan Reynolds. Don't listen to anything that she says. I'm totally doing Ryan Reynolds, aka maybe Deathpool. Is it Deathpool?
It's Deadpool.
I didn't read any of the comics.
Well, that makes two of us, bro. It makes fucking two of us.
No, seriously, man. I'm like really good at it. Give me South Ireland.
You want me to do a South Island impression right now?
Accent. You're doing accents. I'm doing an impression. Right.
I don't really know what kind of accent you're talking about. I can try my hardest. I can honestly sit here and try as hard as I can, but it's gonna be a bit of a struggle for me.
South Ireland, a little bit more. Fuck. You're doing it better than I am.
It's a little bit. It's almost like on the back of the throat. You need to have it.
Well, it's
You can try.
whimsical. It's whimsical.
Like honestly, you can try for 1 or 2 or 3 years, but it's gonna be a bit of a battle for you. It's not gonna be easy. You can try.
All right. Whatever. For the close of the pod.
Delta 6. We're taking Delta 6 rips.
Delta 1. We've established it.
Delta 0.5.
Delta Infinity.
Wow, dude, that's fucking. Whoo! You're gonna blow up
I
my
don't think
spot.
you're there yet.
The feds are gonna break down the door. They're gonna be saying that. Holy shit. Jesus.
I mean, Delta's already like.
Well, hey, well, so, you know, here, Anthony. Well, Anthony, if you can, if you can tell me the impression, and hey, bud, you know, the impression I'm doing. Well, right now, then I will allow you, hey, or whatever, not allow. Let's.
Step down, Junior.
Well, you know, here, Anthony, you know, the thing about it is, it trickles. So, if you can tell me who, you know,
What the fuck?
Wilds of the World, I'm doing right now, then,
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
then you can, hey, then you can tell me, what impression or, whatnot, then, you know, then we'll do that.
I don't fucking know what's going on. Is that the ending
No one
note?
gets
We
that?
ended it on that? Okay.
Philly was pretty good there, you know, on the. I'm not fucking it up. Jeff Goldblum.
I got Jeff Goldblum.
Thank
But
Oh,
you
wait a
were
minute,
trying to get him
okay.
to get Jeff Goldblum. And I couldn't think of his name, so.
Like, is it like
Right.
retarded Jeff Goldblum, or Jeff Goldblum was like a retarded guy?
I mean, maybe if he was, Anthony. Maybe if he was stoned.
Oh, you're going a little bit
while
David Lynch now.
while you were doing
already.
it, while you were doing the impression,
David Lynch.
it's funny you say that because while you're doing the impression, I was wishing that I could be stoned to death, so I wouldn't have to hear it anymore. So that's just a weird coincidence. He said that. Just kidding.
All right, Welch.
Welch. Now that is a tough one.
Man, like, he could have been doing all these impressions and now you're giving him a hard one right out the gate.
It's because Walter's almost like British mixed with Scottish. It's weird.
It's like British, Scottish, Irish, Gaelic, fucking...
I'd have to do some research to do Welsh. I've never tried Welsh.
Alright, then do honestly, this is what helped me do Welsh. Is do a Christian Bale.
I don't think you can do a Christian Bale, dude.
You can fucking do hold on.
He's not
I gotta think about stuff.
No.
Well, no, what I did to Newsies. Oh, I'm close, but I'm not quite getting it. Somebody else do it. I'll think about it.
I can't do that.
I don't know.
Well, then.
I can do.
Do something else.
I could do a really good Monty Python's cross-dressing women's. Oh my goodness gracious! Now the Lord is here, and I'm on puddle. Yes.
That's almost Welsh.
Sir. Yeah, I know. But they had some mixed origins there, and I watched a lot of their stuff. So, but I could only
Can you do a Cockney?
Spam.
Can you do a Cockney?
Off top. Don't I don't know if I could. Coffee.
I don't know what that is. Cockney?
Cockney. And fucking alright.
Hey, all I know is, hey man, it's one of those guys that gonna talk like this, and you don't really know what he's saying at the end of the word.
It's more Manchester.
Manchester, fuck you, Manchester.
Cockney more.
That's the thing that Cockneys do. That's the thing that Cockneys do, where they rhyme shit that they'll be like things that are adjacent and rhyming with
Listen,
stuff that's.
I just want to say, if anybody's still watching this, they're a fucking hero. They're an American hero. If anybody's
You're
still,
like, I'm not even still watching this, and I am right here.
Anybody still
watching
tuned in?
this.
This should be a tax write-off for you. Anybody that's tuned in, you're gonna get tax breaks mailed to you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this isn't even close to the longest podcast.
What would you do if I got sad right now?
No, dude. I wouldn't be surprised. That's the only emotion we haven't had so far.
What would
That's the only emotion we haven't gone through.
What would you do if I got sad right now?
So we know she was a theater kid.
I wasn't, actually. They wouldn't cast me for shit.
Oh no!
Man, they fucked up. Their mistake.
So, oh no!
I'm sad.
We got the one sad techie.
I didn't do that shit either. Fuck them. No. I just smarmied up with the theater kids, and I was good at music. So if they needed some choral singers, I'd be like, hey, I can do whatever the fuck you need me to. But fucking, they didn't ever want me for anything.
Bastards.
Well, on that hilarious note.
That was side splitting. What do you got? This is the end? We're out?
Let's do one last goof per person, and then
March out of here.
Rock it out.
Yeah.
Goof per person? Is that a new segment?
Man, word up.
I just created it, so yes.
Goof per person. Okay.
Per person.
GPP. We gotta get this GPP right. Maximize our GPP. That's funny. Come on.
That's funny. It's our GPP. It's because it says PP.
It's because GDP.
Gross domestic product.
Yeah. but it's way cool.
Oh, I'm the dumb one. God.
It's gonna
damn.
happen a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, I'll just do a shout out. Anybody who is brave enough to still be viewing this, you can find me on Anthony Moan Comedy. I was on Kill Tony. It went decent at best. It always looks better in person. And like I said, Anthony Moan Comedy on Instagram. Thank you so much.
After he got done with plugging his stuff is when you can clip it, I suppose. But I will lavish this dude with a lot of love right now. I do not give a fuck. You did great.
I thought you did great.
I did
actually.
decent. I would say I did decent.
I think you didn't do the goodest that I've ever seen you do, but you did really good.
The goodest, yeah.
You gotta bring the
Sometimes
kind
you
of
make that
jokes that are gonna work on Kill Tony. And you're good enough in comedy, and you're dope, and you're funny. All of that means that you should know how to approach that particular kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very
Because I
specific
do
fucking
think that is like the greatest.
You
like,
should bring some clippers and like trim your own sideburns like while you're on stage casually before they ask you anything. You should just be like
I don't know if they'll allow you to do that at this point.
yeah, clear bags.
However,
leave
like,
your cell phones
I
in
would
the-
let you shave my head on stage if you're like, actually, I have this thing put together. I would do that.
And
I
do
would
sick
do that.
fade
I
in like 35 seconds. I bet you fucking could, dude.
No, dude.
You're so
We're not
fucking
crazy.
You're
No
so
one's-
talented. You're
Thank you.
I
I
have
appreciate
no end to the like faith that I have in you.
Thanks, dude.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I do.
It thundered into my life.
Thunder.
And fucking yeah. And you did to him
Fuck
too.
you in the mouth.
The Thunder from Down Under, dude. That's what they call me.
But you're
It's my nickname.
That's my whole nickname.
Thunder from down under.
That's what they call me.
No, but fucking whatever. I think you're dope, man. I think you fucking rule, and
You're pretty dope too, guys.
well, great, awesome.
He's playing and we are playing.
You guys are crazy as fuck.
Calm down. You're cool. You're cool.
You're
cool. You're cool.
You're cool.
Okay.
Oh god.
Dave's trying to figure out what he's trying to say.
No, I already know what I want to say. but
Well,
I'm
say it.
trying
I'm
to-
sorry.
Fucking, I don't give a shit about anyone.
Oh,
Like-
yeah. I was just telling you I wasn't trying
I
to.
just think you're fucking rad,
Just
and
wasn't
I
trying
can
to
give a
interrupt
fuck.
you.
I think you're fucking right. Give me one of these.
Thanks. Whatever. Who gives a shit? I don't care. No one's gonna fucking watch any of this stuff. But like,
Dave said, Dave's putting the cards on the table. Nobody's gonna watch. He goes, nobody's gonna watch any of this stuff.
Are we
gives a
recording
fuck?
still?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude.
Find me a made for TV movie.
Jesus Christ! I'm trying to get to a
Crescendo?
Yeah.
Catastrophic crescendo.
Nah, man. Fuck all that other bullshit. I don't know. I might be like a fucking dickhead comic. I don't care. A lot of these fucking dudes that are like on these levels of shit don't actually like fully see the little guy unless it's like a internet version of like exciting or you know the adding to their success, and go fuck them. I don't give a shit. Not gonna call out anyone specifically other than Tom Segura because the pores will come for you. This is what the fuck we do.
Give me a
And
watch.
we will rip your shitty little gray and black beard out and shove it down your I get to have Starbucks every day throat. And maybe
Yeah,
that
that's
will
pretty
show the
nice.
rest of the fuckers, you know, how to like just like brag a little bit less about how much of money they're making over all of us supporting you.
don't have an anxiety attack.
I'm not. I'm just tired. You guys are tiring me out.
Okay.
You guys are you're crazy.
I'm sorry.
That wasn't the thing that made you guys cry laughing. I need to find new people to do a podcast. It's fine.
I laughed really hard. You didn't notice because you were still in character. I can't cry my tits out every time.
Check in next week when I rip my sinus cavity out and become my own Blair Witch Project Witch.
Jesus Christ, baby.
And find myself behind myself.
No, we're gonna be
doing
recording
it
this.
with the own thing.
Okay, good night.
No, you guys didn't want to talk about that for a little bit longer?
Yeah. Sure. I'm down.
I don't think you guys are as committed to the business.
Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Yeah, you gonna tap out first?
We're still recording this shit too.
The wild thing, Anthony, just to make you ensure that we're not trying to induct you into a cult.
I'll do a tribal beat in the background.
That helps,
to make
definitely.
You feel...
Oh, that definitely helps. 100%. You're helping the cause, Stevie, definitely. I'm not crazy, I'm just fucking...
I mean, she is for sure like a witch from another dimension. I don't know why we found it,
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll stop.
but I can like edit this stuff.
Thank God, dude.
Oh, he's like, will not succumb to Satan tonight. I gotta go. We're like, hey, you can stay if you want. You're like, I gotta go.
Best joke I've done so far.
It's fun for us.
Oh,
It's
Jesus
fun for
Christ.
us. I don't know if anybody would keep this rolling, but it's fun for us towards the end.
Yeah, be the devil that like makes them come back.
Definitely.
Cool?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Where did you drop ketamine?
I told you guys I don't like
Would you
to smoke
sneak
weed
ketamine,
that much.
dude?
God damn it.
Ketamine.
Delta 8, the legal kind, here currently as of this moment, in this time, right here, right now.
And if
Doing good. I'm
guys-
doing good, you guys. Anybody fucking sees me? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey, good. You good? You good? You good? You good? You good?
You always wonder when
good?
the puppet
You good?
looks at themselves
You
in the
good?
mirror.
You good? You good? You good? You good? You good? I'm just asking the lights now.
this is like that
You
scene.
good?
You guys ever see The Raven when like he thinks he hears a voice, but he's not sure if he's just crazy? Like that's how
It's
I feel.
me!
That's how I feel right now.
You good?
Like am I just crazy or is
You
these
good?
two fucks?
You good?
The answer, Anthony,
Just kidding.
is yes.
To all the above.
Hopefully, whatever you feel is comfortable.
Thank you for tuning into the
Guys, it was an honor. What a journey it's been.
podcast.
What a journey it's been.
The wild thing is that you and all of our viewers will be dead by the time we post another one.
Oh no!
Goodbye. Thank you guys so much.